work, 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 work. Dun 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 dun. And it's wait, is it finally working? Kind of. It's orange. Good enough. Let's do this. Even it doesn't want to work. Work. I demand you to work. And stop showing orange. Show green. Hey, I just got a phone call. 1 second. And back. Phone call from the mother person. Gotta answer that. Anyways, what's up? What's up? Oh, I can't believe this. Like, this video is real. DSP tries it. Debunking 7 years of slander for his new fans. He doesn't have new fans. It's real. And I can't wait to watch it. Been reading all this stuff on Twitter about it. It's like, oh, this seems glorious. The gold dust will be epic, as Dante would say. Oh, I can't wait. How long should I wait before I start? Come on. So many lies, so many things that are easily debunked. Like, I already got a couple of videos loaded up and ready to go. So I can debunk them right away. Let's see, volume on. Oh, is volume on in here? Yes, it is. All right. So that's ready to go. Hey, Dante. I just used a gold dust meme. Let's get started. Live. DSP tries it. Debunking 7 years of slander. Rebuttal.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Phil Burnell, a.k.a. Dark.
He's wearing the black begging t-shirt. Are you shitting me? Right off the bat, we had the black begging t-shirt. Love it.
Phil here. And I'm doing something very special tonight, something that was completely unplanned, something that's off the cuff, on the fly. The reason I'm doing this is because in the past couple of days, the internet at large has finally kind of turned an eye to me for the first time in a major way in a long time, in an actual positive light.
Now, something he's not used to. Positivity.
Now, this video in the stream is not going to be about that. Alright? I'm not going to be talking about how this other guy, this other content creator completely screwed his life by doing messed up stuff. And basically, I had two pretty epic-looking tweets that, yes, one of them was directly to him and one wasn't. It was more indirect, but two epic tweets that kind of went crazy on Twitter. One of which has like 6,000 likes. One has like over 17,000 likes. And major content creators, including guys like Hee Productions and PewDiePie, amongst others, have been like referencing me. Boogie said that it was his favorite tweet ever. This is the first time in years that anyone has really come out and said anything positive about me. Because sadly, as you guys and gals know, if you are longtime fans of mine, there's a lot of bullshit and slander and all kinds of crap about me all over the internet.
It's not slander if it's true.
Productions, they say it some other way. I have no idea how they say it. I never saw it before. I'm just saying big.
It's H3, not he, you moron.
And I'm like, this is a great opportunity because I've got over 2,000 new Twitter followers. I've got hundreds of new followers on my YouTube channel.
Yes, so happy.
And if they don't see that,
let's go to my Twitter that's not banned from him.
Positive and kind of almost clear my name for the last 7 years of slander that's been against me on YouTube in particular, but of course now it's all over the internet. I almost feel...
How would... Oh, these tweets clear my name. No. Can you imagine? Oh, yeah, Ted Bundy broke out of jail again, murdered a few people, but then he posted a tweet with his face on it and got 16,000 likes. That means his name's been cleared. No.
That, sadly...
So we can't find those tweets. Let's see what they're at now.
There's not going to be another opportunity to do it. Because the thing is, there's so much crap that's said and done about me all the time. And yes, every once in a while on a stream or in a video, I can kind of denounce it and tell you the real story.
Oh, he doesn't have it pinned anymore.
Well, the funny thing is that some of these things I've talked about at length in the past, and people just don't know. Oh, well, Phil addressed it. Well, we ignore the fact that he addressed it, and we just say that it's still a fact. I'm like, but no, I actually talked about this 2, 3, 4 years ago. I explained the whole situation from start to finish. And people are still like, well, it didn't happen, right? So the purpose of tonight's stream and tonight's...
Here it is, 18,000 likes. Let's add another one to that.
Basically take a lot of those things, common things, misconceptions about me, slanderous
statements. Why would you call it he when it's H3
over the last 7 years, and kind of try to at least denounce them, debunk them, or at least tell you the truth about that situation. Now, you don't have to believe me, and the bottom line is there will be thousands of people out there that probably will never believe me no matter what I say.
Because you're a lying sack of shit.
About that, but at least I think this is a good place to start for those who are now maybe, I heard about
1.25 speed, just so we don't have to listen to him as long.
This will finally be my opportunity to kind of clear the air about all that stuff and kind of start a clean slate almost.
Because you don't have a clear slate, clean slate. There's not enough bleach in the world for a clean slate.
That's what I want to do. And it's hard when you have all this baggage from the past that's dragging along with you, and no matter how much you try to shake it and change for the better, you still have people who drag you down.
He doesn't stink of poo-poo, he wiped.
So,
I still can't believe he said that.
What I'm going to be doing is going down a list. I actually have a list of things here that I want to address live on the stream tonight. And hopefully, you know, going through all of this stuff will be enough to kind of...
The list came from Dragon Killer, or DSP Archives, whatever it's called now.
Like I said, I know some people will never...
The list is read directly from his tweet.
Also, going to be almost like a wait.
Mind you, he's obviously been blocked by Phil years ago. So the only way for DSP to see it is for him to have a second Twitter account, use that second Twitter account to be able to read that tweet. Mr. I don't go to Kiwi Farms. As soon as Kiwi Farms shuts down for server movement, hey, Kiwi Farms is down! Kiwi Farms is down! Yes! He knew immediately as soon as it went down at like 3 o'clock in the morning his time.
Eat off of me because like I said, I usually never talk or address this stuff, excuse me. And for me,
Arizona.
Get off my chest to talk about some of this stuff publicly.
Iron Torch.
Be a good thing. Now,
Lilo Firefly. Dr. Curtis is now Arizona.
Stream as usual, cheering
He's amused.
Will all be allowed and everything. And I will periodically be updating the leaderboard with things like top cheer, top tip, etc.
Hey, don't forget, you can always give him money.
Gold cheers, so things coming in, you know, that are blatant insults. No, I'm not going to be taking that. And also,
you never take those anyways.
Just in general. You know, I want to be able to focus in on what I'm talking about. So
you banned Kozatov because he mentioned he was going to watch Bad Bunny. Wasn't an insult, wasn't a meme, wasn't trolling. Said, hey, after this, I'm going to be watching Bad Bunny. Banned. So, oh yeah, don't insult me, I won't ban you. No, you'll still ban him.
Understand that maybe you guys will be contributing, you'll expect a shout out. I'll try to squeeze it in, but that's really
I'll try to squeeze it in, guys. In between what? You don't do anything.
Okay. So, for example, DJ Atomica did a 200-bit cheer. That made him the top cheerer so far of the stream tonight, and I want to get him up on the leaderboard here, okay? And I got a $1 tip from Jack, who says, what's your advice for trolls? Don't let the trolls get you down. The advice for the trolls, I mean, move on at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I could understand. Here's the thing, and this is the truth of the matter. I'm saying I'm going to debunk 7 years of slander, right? For 7 years, I've been the butt of the internet's joke because of the way that I used to act 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. When I started on YouTube, I was a very obstinate, opinionated asshole who didn't want to think outside of my own realm of very narrow perspective, and I didn't want to walk in another person's shoes.
You still don't.
From another perspective, and I would regularly
you don't walk in your own shoes, let alone anyone else's.
On YouTube.
Snowflake.
All right? I was an asshole. I'll openly admit
you are an
I
asshole.
used to go out and say, oh, screw everyone who plays Minecraft. They're a bunch of immature idiots. Who the hell would ever want to play Minecraft, right? That's so ignorant. That's stupid. You know what I mean? Why would I say that? But that's dumb shit I used to do. Oh my god,
you still do it.
Kojima makes
It's a
terrible games.
Fortnite.
I would say stuff like that. People would take it as like serious shit, and they would then hate on me, and they would make tons of videos about me, and they would hate me for that. And then over the years, different things happen. Like This Is How You Don't Play movie.
Yeah, even PewDiePie shits on him, which I love.
Gameplay and unfairly, honestly, edit it together to only show moments where I really sucked or I was doing stupid shit in a game and I was just talking out of my ass. And those would go viral on YouTube.
So every single second of your life?
Like there's no valid content that I put out there when in reality, that was a skewed perspective. Now it was a true perspective. The things that were in those videos were taken right out of my videos. It wasn't like people were adding stuff in that wasn't in the videos. But taking stuff out of perspective of an entire playthrough makes you look bad.
Out of perspective, right? So really, dude. It wasn't in context.
This is how you don't play videos.
Hey, Local Slam.
And you know what? At the time, I was so angry about it. And the truth of the matter is these days, I don't give a shit.
You're still angry about it.
Whatever they want with my footage, I don't want. Obviously, I would like people to get permission first or whatever. But it's apparent YouTube's never going to do anything about it. People are going to be able to make these nasty negative montages about me no matter what they want to do, right? But the bottom line is this, is that since then, since the This Is How You Don't Play movement got popular, now what people have done, oh, well, Phil's an easy target. We now know from the This Is How You Don't Play movement, he's got no defense for himself. So now we're going to go a step further. Instead of only doing things that are going to be related to his gameplay, now we're going to take things out of his personal life that he reveals, and we're going to skew them, we're going to lie about them, and we're going to make him look like a real scumbag to the face of the internet.
But we're not lying, we're taking your words.
That really has no factual basis, and the bottom line is most of the really nasty things...
Except there's always a snippet of truth, don't forget that. Snippet of truth.
That was skewed or something that had no actual concrete evidence. But
God damn, he's been going up and up in subs every day.
I'm not a person
except for May 4th.
Talk about the negative shit constantly because I want to be a positive guy. I want to put out fun gameplay. I want to cover the new releases. I want to have cool throwback sessions. I don't want my entire existence on the internet to be defending myself against people who are just saying ridiculous stuff. So I usually just hold back and never say anything. But tonight is the exception where I'm striking back. I finally feel like because there's at least a positive vibe around Darkside Phil for the first time in some...
There's a positive vibe.
That finally today I can kind of come out and say, here's the truth about all this crap. You don't have to believe it, but at least I kind of have some groundwork here to finally say something about it. Okay?
No, you don't. And you never will.
A few more shout-outs. Kenja tipped me $5. Exposed detractors and all those lies I've been repeating over and over. That's a $5 tip. Thank you, Kenja. In fact, I'll get your name up. I forgot to put... Poor Jack30. I apologize. I didn't put your name up earlier. I'm all worked and fired up here tonight. I am. Xbox One is garbage. Tipped me $1. Said, Phil, I'm fucked up. Laughing my ass off. Well, try not to do anything silly. Reggie Face 420 tipped me $4. Said, Phil, longtime viewer. I like MK11 online battles. Keep up the awesome streams and great content I've enjoyed for 5 years. Detractors are cucks. Haha. Thank you, Reggie, for the $4 tip. Cali Kid 951 just tipped me $5. This is all I wanted to hear. We talked on Twitter the other night, and I said, I'm glad that you can poke fun at yourself, and now for me, that's all I wanted. There's a large majority of us who get tired of you being pompous. Honestly, at this point, I don't see a reason to be pompous.
You are a pompous asshole for no reason.
I can't believe that at one point ever in my existence on the internet, someone wanted to meet me in person and shake my hand and get an autograph. That, like, it blows my mind. I don't think I've ever done anything that's warranted anyone to even want that, but...
Oh, shit.
It's true, right? Alexander Rossi, cheers.
God damn it.
13 viewers, the stream just started. Wow, see, I don't look at viewership.
No, shit. Not what I meant to do.
So I have no idea how many
God damn it.
right now. Chocolate
Why am I so...
$5. Some of y'all need to take a few moments to realize how much joy DSP has brought to us and how sad it'll be with the day that he's finally...
Sorry, guys. I have no idea what the hell's going on. He called me, tried to call him back, and I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. All right, God, now I gotta call work now. Are you kidding me? Ah. Shit. No, that's not it. God, what are my call logs? Really? In the middle of my freaking live stream, suddenly I had to get super popular all of a sudden. No. God damn it, where's work? There it is. Alright, sorry guys. Hi Edward, thank you for watching. I'm so sorry guys. 1 second. Hopefully. I don't think she's left him yet. She's either pregnant or they're trying to get pregnant. And the behind the scene thing is the fertility clinic telling him that his swimmers don't swim. It's like, they're idiots. I'm an alpha male. Of course they swim, dude. So it would not surprise me if either A, she's pregnant after the whole, yeah, there's going to be an exciting or stressful 6 months thing he said. Well, if work will ever pick up the goddamn phone. Come on, assholes. Holy shit, they want me to come in for 4 hours tonight, starting at 7. God damn it. I mean, although it is 4 hours of overtime, holy shit, I already got half an hour of overtime earlier today. Alright. Anyways. Yeah, because GTG had the audio clip of him saying something like, it's going to be a stressful 6 months. It's like, huh. helps support my theory that the reason they had to move the wedding or the trip to see his parents from sometime in the summer to April is because, oh, she's going to be too pregnant to go then. All right, well, let's continue. Fuck! I don't want to work 4 hours a night, but it's OT.
Thank you, Chocolate Fuzz. So that's G's. That's 5, 10, 14, hold on, 15. That's about $20, I would say.
Took out to take a shower? So his once a week shower? Gross.
I didn't necessarily add that. I want to get started with the video. Shout out to A Goff 1 who has resubscribed for 3 months. It says, "What's up? What's up, A Goff?" All right, here's the deal. We gotta get started. All right, I can do shout outs all night. I would love to do shout outs all night to people who are being supportive, but I want to get started. All right. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, all right, the one thing that I want to say is off limits here tonight, because this is the very truth, is things that is private information about other people that I can't reveal. So, oh my God, I want secret behind the scenes dish on what happened with your ex-girlfriend. I can't do that. I can't do that because
sadly, he is going to throw Leanne under the bus. You know he's going to throw her under the bus.
I want information about your wife. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. That's unfair to someone else who's not here, who is not part of this, to give information like this. And the thing is, yes, sadly, the slander over the years has come into my life with my personal relationships, my family and everything. All this has been affected by these people who say nasty shit about me all the time. But what I will do tonight will directly address as much as I can without revealing personal information that would be risky or unfair to other people.
But we already know your personal information. Right. It's all over the internet.
First thing we're going to start with, Styles K did a 100-bit cheer, by the way. Thank you very much, Styles K. The first thing I want to start with, all right, is looking at a long, long, long time ago. Back before I ever live streamed, back before I ever did any direct capture, way back when, all right, I used to make racial jokes, okay? I did. I used to make racial jokes. Now, the racial jokes that I made, I used to call myself an
they weren't jokes.
Offender, meaning I would make a joke about one culture or race and then another culture or race, but I would also make a joke about my own culture. You know, I'm Polish and Italian, and I would make those kind of jokes during gameplay as well. And, you know, what people will do over the years, they'll take clips out of context, all right? And they will put a clip out there completely out of context of a playthrough and make one little, this is one joke Phil made in 2010, look at what a horrible racist he is, right? The bottom line is, and this is the truth of the matter, in my lifetime, I've had more friends that were not white than white. Because I actually grew up in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which was a...
I'm not racist, I have a black friend. Wow.
My elementary school, my high school, always had a multicultural group. My best friend when I was growing up was Puerto Rican. I had, you know, African-American friends. I had friends from all different Asian cultures. Indian, Laotian.
I like how it's all... past tense. Oh, I had a friend who was Puerto Rican. I had a friend who was African American.
Friends of every nationality in my life, okay? But people will always take one little thing out of context or whatever and say that I'm a racist. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he hates Asian people.
I will admit this to this. Now I will publicly say this. One of the biggest mistakes that I actually feel that I made in my early career as a content creator is that I was making Nazi jokes. All right, they're not funny. Now I know that. But the thing is, I used to be a very...
You should have always known that Nazi jokes are bad.
Stern, as you know, he's a very risque guy, and he does very risque things. And he used to do segments on his show where...
Hey, Samuli. 1 second.
It's you fight me now, Jew.
This is directly from his Dead Space video.
Give me your money. You've hoarded it for far too long.
As always, it comes down to money for him.
Why are you carrying your balls next to you? You stupid moron. You big-nosed freak.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Someone would impersonate a Nazi. And he would say ridiculous things that would be over the top. And, oh my God, but the joke was that it's not a real Nazi. It's a guy impersonating a Nazi and personally doing over the top stuff that we all agree is absolutely ridiculous. Now,
pretty much, Kato.
So for him to have Nazi jokes on his show kind of makes sense. I'm not Jewish. For me to make stupid Nazi jokes in videos that I've done and stuff is not smart. It's dumb. It's incredibly fucking stupid. At least I'm proud
because
to say
it cost him money.
I haven't made a joke like that in 9 years.
That's all he cares about is the fact that it lost him money.
It up to this day and say that Phil is a racist and Phil is totally, you know, he hates.
Phil's a racist. Phil's a beep. Phil's a pedophile. Remember, it's all based on a snippet of truth.
The last remaining Nazi, and saying that because the Jews ran rampant across the universe, that they infected the whole universe with a necrovirus, and he wants to turn on the ovens and burn all the Jews. It actually happened. I'll always fess up to that. It's out there public on the internet. You can't hide it. It's something very incredibly stupid that I did. But it was actually a video based on the exact shtick that was done on the Howard Stern show. Some of the things I actually say in that video are literally lifted from the Howard Stern show, copy-pasted into my...
So you're not even original, dude.
Now, what's funny is, some people actually to this day will say that stuff's funny. I don't think it is. I don't anymore. Back then, I was...
I don't anymore, dude.
I know Howard Stern and everything all being in line with that stuff. I used to think that stuff was funny. All right. I don't think it is anymore. I've grown up. I've matured. I'm not that kind of person anymore. But at that time, I thought that it was funny. Now, here's the thing. That actually got me banned off of a website that was not YouTube. It got me banned off of a website called blip.tv. You may have heard of them. It's a business that existed back then. And what happened was, I had been doing YouTube videos from 2008 to 2010 as a hobby. I'd never made a dime doing it. I'd never monetized any videos. Well,
except we had the video you saying you're appreciative of the PayPal comments or the PayPal donations.
Out of nowhere unexpectedly. And I was kind of the underdog of the internet. People supported me. They loved my YouTube videos at that point and really wanted to see me succeed. Okay. And so what ended up happening was I went to Blip TV and I started uploading my videos there because on Blip you could monetize your gameplay videos. You couldn't do that on YouTube back then in 2010 unless you had a specialized.
Yeah, you couldn't monetize the channel, but you could have your PayPal account, which he had.
Videos to Blip. I was making good money. And actually, I was the second-ranked guy on the fucking website under the Nostalgia Critic. The Nostalgia Critic was #1. I was #2 within a month, which was pretty insane. But what ended up happening was I put out that video, that Dead Space 2 demo video. With
I saw that he's wearing his begging shirt.
And what happened was my trolls, which I've always had trolls. Even back then when I was white hot popular, I had trolls. My trolls staged a campaign, which they later admitted publicly was a fake campaign. They mass emailed Blip TV, pretending to be hundreds of upset people, saying, how dare you have someone on your site who's making this kind of comedy and kind of commentary and stuff like that. Okay, and it sucks because, you know, they got me, you know. Blip TV management saw these hundreds of complaints. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. They watched the video. They're like, okay, get rid of them. And they kicked me off the site, all right?
Because you're...
It sucks. I was banned from Blip TV because of troll activities. The bottom line was the thing I got banned for is pretty heinous. I agree. Jokes about Nazis and shit is not funny. I, at that point in my life, 9 years ago, was very immature and thought that it was. And thought that I emulate Howard Stern. I should be all right. But obviously, it's wrong. And the thing is, now, in 2019, I can come out and say, my God, that's so stupid. Why did I do that? But that's something always that people try to say. Phil was a racist. Phil always used to do videos that were racist content and stuff. No. In fact, it was a rarity when I did stuff like that. That's why it was funny. And every once in a while, I would go out of control and do stuff like that. But now, in the modern era, I can fess up to it and tell you guys I'm not like that anymore. I realize
why am I so popular all of a sudden?
It's kind of similar. People say Phil used to always be over-sexualized. It's true. I used to be very over-sexualized. When I was starting up videos on YouTube back in the day, 10 years ago, it was all about getting that teen audience to watch you. So talking about the size of the tits on that girl and, you know,
and he still does it.
You know, all that stuff was very popular back then. But now I don't do it anymore. I phased it out of my content.
I don't do it anymore, dudes. I swear.
Still does every day on Twitch. And people in the stream chat will make sexual comments about things going on, and I don't. I ignore it. I stay away from it.
Gotta think, by the end of the year, he might actually be over 190,000 subs.
I changed for the better, but yet there's still this slander out there that I'm still a racist and a sexist, and I do all this.
You are racist. You are a sexist.
Going way back when. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2012, I made public my relationship with a woman at that time, who was my girlfriend.
Pandaloo.
Okay, and she very much became a part of my content.
Who was 17.
Over a 5-year span that I was involved with this.
She was 17. He was 27 or 28. Let's see, 2012. Oh, wait, that's only 7 years ago. He's 37 now. Was he fucking 30 years old dating a 17-year-old? Because he's 37 now. Well, no, and he would have... Alright, well, maybe he would have started dating her, but he didn't reveal in 2012. Sorry, so 2011. So he was 29. I thought he was like 27 years old, 10 years older. No, he was 12, maybe even possibly 13 years older than her.
This woman, she went by Pandalee on the internet.
She wasn't a woman. She was a child.
And there's always been lies and slander and complete horrific nonsense regarding my relationship.
And mind you, the comments are always shut off, even on this video.
It's in my past. I mean, we haven't been together in over 2 years. I now have married to a beautiful, lovely woman named Kat, and my life is great. But the thing is, people to this day still fucking bring up this bullshit. So tonight, for the first time ever...
Don't forget, Pandalee's not Asian.
All right? The first thing that everyone fucking says to me is that, Phil, you first met Pandalee when she was underage. She was under the age of 18. When you first started talking to her, you were grooming her so that you would finally go out with her and all this shit. And all of that is complete and utter fucking bullshit nonsense.
She was 17.
The truth of the matter is that back then, this was a different era. All right? It really was. It was a different era of YouTube.
YouTube? You were dating her in real life. You met her in real life. She was 17. If you picked her up from school, people would think that you were her dad picking her up from school. Ah. Damn it, stop doing that.
Back then, people used to use YouTube private messaging. I don't even use that anymore. Sending me a private message on YouTube. I haven't even looked at a YouTube private message in a great part of 5 years. I'm not even exaggerating. Okay? So, she actually, as a fan, a viewer, private messaged me on my DSP gaming channel. I believe the very first date was... It was like November of 2011. November of 2011, okay? And I didn't know who she was. Basically, she was just someone friendly, someone who I talked to back and forth via messaging for about 2 months. And then after that, we wanted to start talking a little bit more, so we started texting each other. And, it just grew from there. And then we dated on and off from the year 2012, I say probably early to mid-2012, all the way through 2014.
So 2012, when he was 30 and she was 17.
She lived with me from 2014 until early 2017 when we broke up, okay? And during that...
And yes, the age of consent in Connecticut is either 16 or 17, so, well, legally... And no, mind you, all right, you're 19, dating a 17-year-old. All right, whatever, 2-year difference, 3 months, she'll turn 18. It's not that big a deal. But he was 30. He said early 2000 to mid-2012. That was 7 years ago. That means he was 30, dating a 17-year-old. What? You were 13 years her senior.
Period of time, we had highs and lows. And one of the misconceptions that everyone tells me is that, oh, Phil, she was underage when you started talking to her and dating her and doing stuff with her behind the scenes, and you're a pedophile and all this crazy shit. It's all bullshit. And the thing is, if anyone actually had a fucking brain in their head who said this, they would do the math and figure it out. She's always made public her birthdays. She would do social media posts. Sometimes there were videos about her birthday. Like, this was a common thing that would happen, is that you would know that her birthday's in late August, and she was 18 years old the first time I ever even spoke to her in a YouTube message. I never knew her before when she was underage and never even heard of her. It's ludicrous that people would just make this shit up and try to slander me and shit like that because they want to hurt me, basically. But no, the truth of the matter is, I never, ever spoke with her until she was 18 years old. She messaged me, not the other way, she messaged me on YouTube when she was 18, and we talked for months, and then eventually we started dating for a while.
Trying to find out how old she is.
Like I said, and then we moved in together in 2014. So, in reality... the thing is, where's the evidence? There's no evidence of anything here of what any people have said about this because it doesn't exist. It's not true. You can look up publicly and find out, when her birthday is. That was always public information. And if you do the math, you see, when we started dating, she was 18. When we moved in, she was 20. She turned 21 later that year. We celebrated her 21st birthday at a restaurant. She had a drink out for the first time. So it's ludicrous bullshit.
Where's
now, one
her
thing I will
fucking
publicly
birthday?
admit is that we had a very big age gap. I was roughly just under 11 years older than her. And honestly... At first, the relationship was great, and it didn't work out.
So you're saying she was 19?
I think we were too much
no, she wasn't.
Apart. She had ideas of what she wanted to do with her life and stuff that I was far past that. I wanted to have a more settled life where we're just kind of settled in a home, and it's an adult life. You work, you pay your bills, you go out every.
First of all, you don't pay your bills. Second of all, she was working, making friends. She wanted to go out and party. You mean she wanted to hang out with her friends? Hanging out with your friends and going out and partying are two different things. And maybe if you didn't start dating her when she was 17, maybe, 2 years later when she's 19. All right, 19-year-old wants to go out with her friends. She wants to go out to the bars. All right, makes sense. Or maybe not bars, she's 19, but... Wow. This 19-year-old wants to go out with her friends. She wants to hang out with her friends. I wasn't ready for that. I'm done with hanging out with friends. I want to sit at home on my fat seat and play video games.
Once in a while and have fun. While she was more the adventurous type, she wanted to constantly travel and she wanted to do all shit that we couldn't do. I couldn't.
But you did travel.
And we just grew apart over the years. And it's the bottom line is it didn't work out. I think mostly because of the age difference. I think that's what it was. Is that having that big amount of an age gap. At first it was fun because we were dating, so she would come and visit me and we'd spend some time. Every once in a while I would go and visit her and we'd go on these trips and stuff together and it worked out nice. But then when we finally started living together and we kind of realized maybe we weren't as compatible as we thought because we were such a big age gap. All right, and that's the truth of the matter behind all of that bullshit.
Where the hell's her age? Damn it.
All right, let's continue because I have a whole list here. All right, that's one of the things that people always fucking bring up. All right. All right, let's be very clear about the very end. People basically made shit up about that, saying someone dumped someone or did this or did that.
No.
First of all, what happened is none of anyone's fucking business. And the bottom line is that myself and my ex never disclosed that information, and we never will, because it's none of anyone's fucking business. The truth of the matter behind everything that happened there. All right, but there was.
Well, he just said 11 years younger.
Because we had already broken up in early 2017. All right, we had already broken up, and when we had broken up, we didn't make it public. Because we didn't want drama. We knew if we made it public...
You didn't want drama.
5 years. That it was going to cause...
He just said she was 11 years younger.
All up in our shit.
So he's saying she was 19. No, she wasn't.
Our family members had been swatted. People who didn't even live with me and my ex had been swatted as a result of just being related to us. So we were like, there's no way that we could disclose that we're breaking up because they'll probably be trying to find out moving arrangements of where she's moving and all kinds of fucked up shit. Okay? So we didn't announce when we broke up. We purposely didn't to keep it hidden. because we didn't want people to be fucking around with our lives, all right?
Damn,
but there was one particular day when I was streaming. I believe I was doing like a podcast, and I get a call, all right? The call is from my ex's job saying, your ex, you know, had a medical issue, and we need you to come pick her up. And I'm like, well, first of all, she's my ex. We don't go out anymore. So why am I getting this call? So apparently there was no one else. None of her friends wanted to help her or whatever.
Yeah, throwing her under the bus again.
Scenes at all, okay? At that point, my ex was in the process of moving out of the house. Like, she had some of her stuff out already, and she was staying somewhere else temporarily, but she was kind of half in, half out at this time. So I was like, well, I guess I'll do the nice thing. I'll be the nice guy.
I'll be the nice guy. Really? You're not the nice guy.
Figure out what the hell's going on. By the time that I had gotten to her job, I had to pay for an Uber and everything. By the time that I got to her job, she was already at the hospital. So I took the car, because she guys, by the way, I was still letting her drive my car, despite the fact that we were broken up. She was still driving my car. I was that nice of a guy.
Right. If you're already broken up, why the?
And I guess she had a panic
I don't think
attack.
so.
That's all public information. We talked about it 2 years ago. I'm not revealing anything that hasn't already been revealed. All right. Apparently, she had a panic attack, and it was probably in regards to the fact that not only was she stressed out at work, but we had broken up. Other things, you know, all these factors had come into play. And you know, when I showed up, essentially what happened was nothing. We sat in a fucking room, a hospital room, for 2.5 hours doing absolutely nothing. I said, is there a doctor fucking coming? Is there anyone coming? Every time I asked, I was brushed off very rudely by hospital staff. Just go sit down. Someone's coming. So we sat there and waited for almost 3 hours, you know, waiting. Someone finally showed up, and all they did was took basic information about if you're being stressed and if you're not feeling well, you know, and you have a panic attack, you should talk to someone, maybe see a psychiatrist or, you know, all this kind of crazy shit like that. And basically, the only thing that happened was when
Yeah, just give her a pill and send her.
Or whatever to pick her up.
No, don't even send her home. Just leave her where she is.
They'd given her some kind of a pill. I don't even know what it was. Was it an antidepressant? Was it I don't even know, because I'm not involved anymore. You know, she's my ex. I don't know any of the ins and outs of what the fuck's really going on, right? I don't know.
So you don't remember what pill she was given, but you remember a tweet someone made to you 3 years ago.
They tell you can go now. Gee, thanks. So let me get this straight. You drove an ambulance to her job. You gave her a single pill. You drove her to the hospital, have her sit in a room for 3 hours, and now I'm driving her away. And you're probably going to charge her thousands of dollars for this too, right? Now the thing is, again, we had been broken up and it wasn't publicly disclosed. So I couldn't tell all you guys that this was things that I was upset about because she was going to get billed for it. I knew she was going to get completely ripped off for this whole hospital stay. That's what I was angry about at the time, but I couldn't disclose that to you guys because I was talking about like we, like we're going to get billed. In reality, it's all on her. And you know, she has a job. She works at, you know, a job where I know it's going to be hard for her to pay thousands of dollars of bills for a hospital stay and shit. Okay. So all that
if
means,
she's your ex, why are you paying for
when I
this?
came back home, she was all zonked out or whatever, and she's like, you're gonna go on your stream now and tell everyone about the story, right? I was like, of course I am, as long as it's okay with you.
She did
She's
not.
like, yeah, go ahead. So I did. I came back, I did a stream where I explained exactly what I just told you guys. So basically the story ins and outs, only I had to spin it to not let you know that we were already broken up. Okay.
Okay, when did they break
And
up?
then it was actually over the course of the next week or two that she moved all her stuff out, and that was the end of our relationship. That was it. And all I saw on the internet was Slander. Phil, without permission, went online and disclosed a medical issue with his girlfriend / fiance.
Which you did.
We were supposedly engaged, even though we had broken up. People thought we were still engaged. And gave all her medical history to everyone on the internet, and then said that he's not giving permission for her to ever have an ambulance come and pick her up ever
Late
again.
May, early
From now
June.
on, no one should ever call the emergency line, but instead they should just hand her a pill and leave her alone. What the fuck? Where did you get that from the story that I told? Like, that's not
Wait. What was that? What was that, DSP?
They should just hand her a pill and leave her alone. What the fuck? Where did you get that?
Where do we get that they should just leave her on the side of the road? Give her a pill and leave her on the side of the road? Gee, I wonder where that came from.
For a pill, which you could have fucking done and just left her somewhere. There was no reason for her to come to the emergency. There was no...
I wonder where they got that you said you should just give her a pill and leave her on the side of the road. Play, asshole. God damn it, now it's not going to play. Are you fucking kidding me?
All you did is you gave her a pill, which you could have fucking done, and just left her somewhere. There was no reason for her to come to the emergency room whatsoever, because they did nothing.
I wonder where they got the idea that you said this is give her a pill and leave her on the side of the road.
From the story that I told. Like, that's not even close to what happened. Alright? I was concerned that here's someone who I'm already broken up with. I went out of my way to help her. I didn't have to. We weren't together anymore. But I went out of my fucking way to go help her. Alright? And I basically get slammed for having my concerns over her financial well-being because I know she's going to get a giant bill from the hospital when they didn't do anything. They literally didn't do a fucking thing for her besides hand her a pill at the store where she had her fucking panic attack. It's preposterous. Now, the other thing is, people saying, oh, well, you know, that's all well and good, but, you didn't have permission to do that. Well, then why, literally why, when I was here on my stream talking about it publicly, was she on her social media posting up, don't worry everyone, I'm okay. There's a picture of her with her hospital bracelet on. Don't worry everyone, I'm okay. Because it was okay, because there was always permission given, but people are fucking assholes, Seriously, they just make shit up. They make shit up to perfectly hurt me, all right, to make me look bad.
She totally gave me permission to tell all you guys about this, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So, just so you guys know, I have a list. I actually have a list of things that are common misconceptions that people slander about me. Demanded she never go to a hospital ever again. Instead, they just give her a pill and leave her where they found her. How could I have made that demand when we were broken up? I had no control over anything with her. Like I said, we had talked about it on the way home, how preposterous it was that they took her to the hospital, right? And now they're going to charge her thousands of dollars, and they literally did nothing. A doctor didn't even come to fucking see her. A counselor came in the room instead. Unreal. Like, you can't have a panic attack because of a major medical issue. You could, but they didn't even bother checking. Anyway, that's just one of the things, all right? So, no, in regards to my ex, we're moving on from my ex now, thank God. She was never underage when I ever even spoke to her. She was always 18 or older. Yes, we were about 10 to 11 years apart in age, and yes, I do feel that actually was an issue that in the long term, once we moved in together, we realized was an issue we didn't really know beforehand.
You didn't really know beforehand that you being 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, however many years older than her was going to be an issue? She is, like, either still in high school or just getting out of high school, and you're dating her. I wonder, someone who's 29, 30 years old, dating a 17, 18-year-old, why would there be issues?
We just weren't compatible because of it in the long term. No, I didn't ever disclose any medical information without permission. No, none of this shit ever happened.
You did.
It's complete bullshit. And the evidence has always been on the internet. But people don't want to look at the evidence. They just want to listen to the slander. Okay? All right.
Which I just played the video for you. I just played the video for you.
Project 7. Because I hate to tell you guys this, but I've already addressed this before. Project 7 was in the whole gamut of the time that I did stuff for YouTube. Project 7 was the one time when I said I want to do something not by myself, but collaborate with other talented people. And I want to...
And not pay them.
It's not related to video games, not related to any kind of content like that whatsoever. Instead, what I want is to do a creative series. And so I teamed up with my then co-op partner, John Rambo, as well as our colleague...
Then co-op partner? He was your best friend. You loved him more than you loved Panda Lee. Him leaving you hurt you more than Panda Lee leaving you.
He's sometimes a co-op partner, but mostly we knew him from playing Street Fighter. Howard, as well as teaming up with Howard's friends, one of which was his cousin, in a group called Respect the Pack, and we made this show called Project 7. Now, it was a lot of work and a lot of time. There's a lot of writing and drama and all kinds of stuff involved behind the scenes, as always, whenever you're doing a big creative project like this, all right? But
the drama was you saying, I can't pay you guys, I don't have the money, and then showing up in a BMW.
His friends, or he ripped off his friends and never paid them for anything, and that's why they hate him to this day. Bullshit. That's complete and utter fucking bullshit, all right? First of all, John Rambo. He and I had a long-standing work relationship outside of Project 7, where he would come and do the smart
work relationship. You were friends. He was your best friend. How do you call that a work relationship?
Commentary or co-op, game that was co-op, whatever it may be. I will now tell you guys, he was handsomely paid.
No, he wasn't.
For all of that stuff. When we first started, he got paid 50% of everything that we made money on. He got half of what I made. So every Saturday, John comes over. If we made a ridiculous amount of money on what we did that day, he got half, okay? That's just me being very transparent here. He always got half. I felt that was fair. Even though he could say, oh, well, Phil should make more because he's the YouTuber and he's the one who's putting the content up and doing the uploading work and he's the one who has the internet presence and all of that. I didn't care. I wanted him to make half because I cared that much about him being my friend and coming and doing...
Oh, now he's your friend, not your business work relationship.
Have some help and stuff, so I gave him
Which
half.
is he?
All right? Now, sadly, what ended up happening was, later on, with my relationship with Machinima, my old YouTube
1.25 speed.
Even give me
especially since I gotta be at work in like an hour and a half. I gotta leave for work.
They wouldn't even...
Like, I just worked 8.5 hours. I gotta go back for 4.
Right, here's how much money you made this month.
Well, I mean, I don't need to, but they ask. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take 4 hours of overtime. After already getting half an hour of overtime.
Let's figure out together.
Oh, I love my OT.
A fair amount of money for you to come do this every week, because we can't figure out the actual half anymore. It's not even possible to figure it out. Instead, let's just say, okay, let's make an arrangement where every time you come visit and we do this co-op work together, I'll pay you this amount of money. And that's what we did probably for the last 2 years that we did co-op. We had to do it that way. So like the first 2 years, he was making half.
Yeah, the one was having a kid and all that. And, nah, I'm not going to pay you.
This was his idea, his amount that he wanted to make, okay? So, there you go.
Showtime.
And by the way,
Check my books in
I
the
don't
description
think
box.
That anyone ever, I don't think that John ever publicly said anything like I never paid him or anything. That's bullshit. Like John himself never said that. He never said that Phil never paid me for the work. I think John was always upfront and honest. He never said how much, but he always was very honest about it. Okay. So I don't understand why people to this day will say that I've ripped off my friends and I didn't pay them. Now, in regards to Project 7, all right, which is the one thing that honestly, you know, didn't go right, and people can say, okay, well, you know, people didn't get paid or whatever.
Man, I don't want to watch that video.
We had meetings, 2 of them, not 1, 2 fucking meetings up front before we even started production of Project 7 on making money on it. And it was going to be that I was going to make the ad revenue on the video.
Check my Twitter page.
But we were going to try to sell the Project 7 t-shirts, and whatever we sold, we would get an equal cut, depending on who financed them. And who financed them? Me and Howard. We were the 2 people who financed them in the end. Because we had to make those t-shirts up front before we could actually sell them. It wasn't like today on Teespring where you could just have them be made on the fly. Instead, back then, that didn't even exist. There was nothing like Teespring. You had to make the t-shirts early, pay for them up front, and sell them. And we had plans to go to conventions and sell them and do all this stuff. Respect the Pack didn't want any money at all. I had asked them up front.
They didn't want any money, dudes. They're just mad that I wasn't paying them.
Our channels on YouTube to get exposure as a result of working on the project with you. And then the one thing that we all collectively agreed on was that we were going to eventually, when we finish the series, make a DVD set and try to sell
suspended. Dude, that
Make
sucks.
money on that, because that could be a really cool collectible that viewers want, is a DVD set where we could, you know, who knows what the production cost is, $10, we could sell it for 20, 25, and then we would split all that amongst all of us as profit. And this would be, if it was successful, the first of future collaborations where we could do other projects and explode out there and do spin-offs and all kinds of stuff. And I was totally okay with that. All right. And that was all what our plans were up front. There was never discussion that people were going to get paid based on how the videos performed on YouTube. There was never discussion about how much money anyone's investing in the series. There was never discussion about anyone getting.
You're not wrong.
Ever. It never happened.
Although don't use that word.
Now, I guess the one mistake that I made is I was the one who everything was on the line. I was the one with the YouTube channel that was big. I was the one who ultimately, if things went wrong, was going to get the flack for it, right? So what I probably should have done, and I'll tell you right now, if I ever do something like this again, I know to do it, is I will have a fucking contract drawn up. A legal
said you'll never
contract,
work with anyone ever again because you hate people.
If I'm going to have a business,
you're too paranoid.
Future,
what do they try to troll me?
So these guys can't come back years later and make stuff up and say, "Oh, Phil never paid us and none of that." You never said you wanted money. Our agreement was there was no payment to come. In fact, and this is the truth of the matter, people very much overestimated the amount of money that Project 7 ever made. If you look at the Project 7 videos themselves, I think the highest viewed one ever was like at that time like 180,000 views. In reality, I probably made $300 on that video. That's it. 180,000 views, you know, it doesn't equate to a lot of money. Like $300 or $300 on a video like that. And so if you add it up, okay, Project 7 had 4 episodes plus a few trailers or whatever. What did I make? Like $1,000 on the whole thing? Well, guess what? I spent more money myself on Project 7 than I ever made, because I bought all the prop guns, the replicas, those guns you saw in the video.
Not true. I highly doubt that.
I bought games and supplies and things. I was buying supplies for the shoot and everything. Like, I was the one financing the whole thing. So I spent more money than I ever made on Project 7. There was no profit. It was not a profitable thing at all. In fact, it was a loss. The t-shirts that we had, all right, the t-shirts that we had bought to sell,
322,000 views.
I spent more money on the t-shirts than I ever made. And the funny part about the whole thing is Howard apparently is so angry at me because we invested money in these shirts and he never got paid for the shirts. Dude, I still have half of them in the fucking house. We didn't sell them. If you don't sell it, there's no profit fucking I never got my money back for the shirts, so why should you? That was what you call a bad investment.
So yeah, 322,000 for the first video.
The series got canceled because your friends in Respect the Pack decided
245,000 for the second.
They weren't getting the exposure that they wanted.
144.
So they had sour grapes about putting so much work into the series and not getting the exposure they
194.
wanted. Oops, we had already agreed with Phil that we weren't going to take
that
money,
just
so
a
they
trailer.
Just quit, and then we couldn't sell shirts
That
anymore.
was a trailer getting
It's my fault, so now I'm
21,000
supposed to
views.
get
Holy
all
shit.
Howard's money back that he invested into these shirts, even though I didn't make my money back. So I'm going to take not only a loss for the investment, but now I'm going to pay
100,000 for that. That's a trailer. 100,000 views for a trailer.
This is how I guess these guys were thinking. They thought that Project 7 was going to be some giant cash cow that was going to make them rich and famous or something. I don't fucking know. But for anyone to come at me and say that I did anything dishonest, when in reality I was the most upfront fucking guy possible in that whole situation.
64.
We purposely had meetings before we ever did a lick of work to make sure we were all on the same page about it. And as I've told you guys many times over the years,
19 videos.
Respect the Pack never
probably 100,000.
Why they quit the show.
So he probably got 2 million views. So he made about $4,000. $4,000 to $6,000 made off of Project 7 at least.
A year after I moved out of Connecticut. Oh, well, we want, you know, he never paid us and all this. I'm like, now, wait a minute. I lived in Connecticut the whole fucking time. You couldn't come to me and talk to me and discuss it. You know what I mean? You know, instead of that, it's stupid shit where they hold in all this resentment and anger towards me and then make a video about it, you know, years later, when in reality, none of what they were saying was fucking true. It was their expectations of what was going to come out of the project, not actually what we had talked about and agreed to when we started work on the project, okay? So, no, ladies and gentlemen, there was never a time when I, where is it here? When I refused to pay friends for work that they did. No one ever asked me for payment on anything. Only used them to make money off of them. That never happened, okay? In fact, like I told you guys, I lost money on Project 7, and I paid John half
You made
of everything
at minimum $4,000.
So all this misconception about Project 7
could have been anywhere up to.
It's all lies.
Let's see.
All right.
2 to 5K per million.
Oh, this is
so it was between $4,000 and $10,000 he made.
Phil made money off of his dead friends. Okay. So you might say, well, how the hell could someone say that, and where would that come from? Okay.
DSP.
Well, over the years, I've been doing this for 11 years now. I have shows and podcasts where I do a variety of content, and I used to have a podcast where I would talk about a variety of topics. And there were 2 shows in particular, all right,
The Week in Preview.
I talked about and did tributes to
The Week in Preview, April 23rd, 2014. It's even called Profiting Off of the Friend's Death.
All right, and
let me get you the.
This kid in the 1990s at the same video arcade. We played each other all the time. He was actually the person who started going to tournaments.
That is the title. If you put it into YouTube, that's the title of the video that he used to profit off his dead friend.
He was the one who convinced me to take Street Fighter seriously and try to play it in tournaments and stuff. He was the one who got me into it. So one episode of my podcast, I did a tribute segment to him because I had gone to a tournament.
Mr. Ludacris' top comment. It's terrible reviews are low, Phil. Thank God your friend died. So you can make milk views, man.
I was so happy. I was like, man, I miss this guy so much. And to get this, it meant so much to me that this fan had given me these pictures. And I a very heartfelt segment of a podcast that I had done was dedicated to the memory of T. Carter. I talked
7,200 views.
All the stuff, I'm not going to go into detail about it because that's not what this is about. But it was a very heartfelt thing.
How does he only have 3 dislikes on this video?
You made money off your dead friend's memories. What? Now, that podcast was over 2 hours long, and probably about half an hour was the tribute to my friend T. There were many other topics and things discussed on the show. So you're telling me because there was a segment on the show that was a shout-out to my deceased friend, that means that I made money off of my friend because it was a monetized video. So let me get this straight. Every show ever on television that has a tribute to someone who passed away, they're making money off of that because there's advertisements that run on that television show, right? I mean,
thank you, Rob Allen.
If someone ever do a tribute to anyone that's ever existed, if any penny of money is transacted anywhere, that means that you made money.
Yeah, if I did a huge project that made thousands of dollars, you bet your ass the people who helped me make it are going to get paid too.
Who was actually a friend of T's. He was the person who got T into competitive Street Fighter. He ended up passing away. Now, I didn't know too much about the circumstances of his passing or whatever. I just gotten wind from a few people who had texted me and said, Phil, Scott passed away. It's really sad. So I decided on a podcast to do a very small segment where I discussed the passing of him and saying, rest in peace, and he was a good guy, and I told a couple jokes about things and stuff that experiences that I had with him. That wasn't even a long segment. I think, if I remember correctly, that was like 15 minutes, on, again, a 2+ hour podcast. And again, the same slander. Phil made money off of his deceased friends. It's like, are you fucking... You've got to be brain dead to think that that's the true thing. I didn't make a fucking single video just about it.
The Week in Preview, profiting off the friend's death. It's in the title of the fucking thing.
And because it was a monetized video, for some reason, I'm the fucking devil because I made money on a dead friend. It's insanity. It really is insanity, okay? All right. Let's continue. I can't believe some of this shit. I really can't.
I can, because you're a piece of shit.
One that's new to me. I didn't even hear about this one until today. I groomed 2 fangirls and used them for sex and extra money.
Panda Lee, Cat. They were both fangirls.
Like, what? What the fuck? I don't even know what that is. I don't know how you could even say that. Where's there any evidence of that?
Panda Lee and Cat were both fangirls.
I have no clue where the fuck that's coming from at all. Like, what? That's a first. And I didn't make that up. It's on the same fucking list here that I pulled right off of fucking Twitter today.
That's
people believe
DSP Archives list.
The thing is, like I said, my life's always been very transparent, and it wasn't until, when I started dating Kat that I made things more private. But you guys know how busy I am. You guys know how much I work. You guys see I'm on stream all the time. I'm making videos constantly. When the fuck was I secretly grooming 2 fangirls for these covert meetings and shit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This shit is just out of control, all right? I mean, and of course, that would lead into Phil said that he needed money for taxes, and he used it to buy an escort from Europe to fly the escort multiple times across the world to spend time with him so he could pretend like he had a girlfriend and all that. And of course,
but you were flying a girl in.
All debunked.
You were flying in Cat.
Like a middle-aged couple over in fucking like Central Europe or some weird shit who had been catfishing people for like a decade doing this, and they were using other people's personas and online profiles, basically doing
Charleston Panther.
pretend to be other people, and what they would end up doing is try to blackmail people. So I think what their game was is that eventually what they wanted to do to me by lying on the internet and saying that, oh, I was escort, that I was a Phil or whatever, they were going to try to blackmail me and say, well, if you pay us a certain amount of money, we'll go away and never say this ever again. But I don't care about that shit. I already had so many people talking shit about me. I didn't care, and I just said fuck you, and I ignored it, and it went away within 2 months when finally people did the research.
Except you were flying in someone. It just wasn't an escort. It was the Cat. Oh yeah, I would definitely
Again, this is another
bend
thing.
Pendley over Barrel Shore
Still
for
to
the
this day say
States.
Phil had an escort. It's like, no, actually, that one was 100% completely debunked.
I did not have an escort. I had Cat. That you're flying in
let's
from
see.
Michigan multiple
I
times.
wanted to hit an 11-year-old girl. You're right. I just wanted to just, punch a girl right in the fucking face. I cop up to that one. No, what the fuck are you talking about?
I had this one ready to go too.
I'm 11. Deal with it.
You're 11?
Yes.
And your parents bought you a gaming PC? What's wrong with this picture?
Probably because I'm part wolf. You click on it, just so you know.
You click on it. Ah.
Wait for it.
Good. Now I'm away from that annoying fucking bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they talked to me.
That I would have slapped in real life. Let's see.
That people still to this day say it. Phil had an escort. It's like, no, actually, that one was 100% completely debunked, but people still believe it because they're fucking morons. All right, let's continue here. I wanted to hit an 11-year-old girl. You're right. I just wanted to just, punch a girl right in the fucking face. I cop up to that one. No, what the fuck are you talking about? This all spawned from 2 years ago. I was playing this stupid VR chat thing, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know what it is, what it's supposed to be. And there was a girl on there who obviously should not have been playing VR chat unsupervised. You could tell she was probably like 11 years old, probably accurate.
She told you.
Sounded. Why the fuck her parents are letting her play VR chat, the world of disgusting people going in there saying swears and sexual things and all kinds of fucked up stuff, right? That's just crazy, right? But there was a girl who I walked into a room and literally just became an insane brat, insulting me and saying nasty shit to me. I didn't even say a word. And she was saying like nasty shit direct to me.
You asked how to do something and she told you how to do it.
That needs a fucking smack or something. I don't even remember exactly what I said, but it was a reactionary thing, basically saying, she needs a smack because if that was me in my day when I was growing up and I was a kid, if I acted like that, my parents would smack me right in the head. That's just
really. Oh, if I was just saying that if I acted like that, my parents would have smacked me.
Kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life. Bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they fucking bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they fucked.
Wow, is he lying out of his ass? Like, we have the video.
Discipline for acting like a shithead. So I made a comment, off the cuff comment about that.
This
it wasn't
current
to the
one?
Kid, by the way, it was a private comment. It wasn't like I ran up to the kid's face and insulted the kid. It was just to my.
No, you ran away to another room.
Like,
Yeah, it's 416 up, 435 down.
That into Phil wants to beat up an 11-year-old girl. What the?
You
fuck?
ran away to another
Actually
room,
said on stream
then
that I beat up an
insulted
11-year-old
her.
girl. Do you think I'd be on
You
Twitch
bitch.
today? Of course not. They would have banned me. But I didn't say that. It was an off-the-cuff comment. It's stupidity. It's absolute stupidity that things that people say and twist the shit into.
But we have the video.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's get into more recent stuff, shall we? Let's get into all the crap that people are saying, recently about things such as,
Cat's pregnant. That's why it's gonna be interesting 6 months coming up.
Never mind. Never mind. That wasn't interesting. Now, I thought there was something interesting coming. There was nothing interesting at all. All right. Let's talk about recently. I mean, anyone who's been watching my stuff in the last 2 years knows that I'm financially not in a very good situation. Every time that it looks like I'm getting ahead somehow, sadly, I get screwed. All right. First,
let's see if I can't find that
in
from
2017,
GTG.
The YouTube ad revenue fell completely through because a bunch of advertisers left. So I changed myself up from being a full-time YouTuber to a full-time streamer, and I started to recover. Things were actually getting good. Then I get a message from the Washington State Department of Revenue that I was supposed to be paying state business taxes ever since I moved here in 2014, and I hadn't for 3 years. Oh, guess what? My accountant at the time screwed everything up and never did it right. So because of that,
it was your accountant's fault, dude. Not your fault that you moved to a state and didn't look up the laws.
The complaining of this indie dev was so loud that whoever works for the bounty board system, at that point, there's nothing I can do. What could I do? All I can do is complain.
Whining.
Twitch that said, "Oh, well, we're guaranteed to get you back in there in 90 days." There's nothing. That doesn't exist. This is bullshit. What you're hearing is not
trying to find that audio clip of him saying 6 months.
Optional program that they created, and they're going to give those opportunities to people who don't have giant swarming communities of shitheads following them around, who are going to basically harass the game developers. I mean, in reality, why on earth would a game developer want me to play their game on a sponsored stream if it means hundreds of people are going to go harass them on social media, right? They don't want to deal with that shit. So that's why they don't, they wouldn't offer me those things.
I mean, in truth, though, Phil, you weren't going to do the game justice anyway.
Damn,
So,
it's not this one then. God damn, which video was it? No, we want 40. It was on the 42-minute mark, I swear.
Right now, it's not. But if for the next 6 months...
There it is! For the next 6 months. Found it. Let's go back a little bit.
It can become health related. You see what I mean? Like, right now it's not. But if for the next 6 months, things are incredibly stressful behind the scenes because of other stuff going on.
For the next 6 months. For the next 6 months. What could possibly take another 6 months that he knows for a fact will go 6 months? Huh. What could it possibly be? And mind you, what if she wasn't sick with a flu? What if she was having morning sickness earlier on in the year? Or late December, I think it was, actually. But that would be 4 months from now if she was getting morning sickness back then. But you could also be talking about maternity leave. Like, no, she's gonna be at home. She's not gonna be going to work making me money, dudes. But yeah, 6 months. What could possibly happen in another 6 months that he knows about is gonna be taking 6 months? Baby.
With thousands upon thousands of dollars of back state taxes that I never paid. It wasn't my fault. It was because the asshole who I was paying and trusted to do my taxes wasn't doing them right. So we get past that, and then the next thing is YouTube. Well, first of all, you know, losing a partnership that I had with Curse on YouTube. Then losing monetization on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming, which I didn't do anything. It was a Google.
And that's why they moved it from.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna be visiting my parents in the dead summer months, dude. The summer months when there's no new games out. To, we gotta go right meow.
In particular, these last couple of years, there's been two things that have really been hurting me. One is those backstage taxes that I owed thousands upon thousands of dollars out of nowhere. I didn't have the money for them. And the other is right now my federal taxes.
So yeah, it would not surprise me if they had to rush the marriage because she was pregnant. Hey, Jacob.
In order to try to make up for it, okay? Now,
Holy shit.
I don't have anyone to
Why didn't anyone tell me?
I don't have an extensively huge family who's made of money who I can ask
Where
for
is
stuff.
it?
So for me, I'm really just I'm
there we go.
trying to figure shit out for myself, and I share this stuff with you guys. And I have to say, you guys have been so insanely
supportive of giving me a bunch of money,
supportive and just insanely cool about it, and helped me out so many times over the years with this shit that's happened. And I don't like sharing that kind of stuff with you because when you come to my streams, you're here to hang out and have fun. You're not here to hear this kind of shit.
Doesn't this guy bitch about how he needs more money?
Well, being very honest with all of you, if it hadn't been for your support over and over, I wouldn't even be here anymore. I would have lost this house by now. I wouldn't be able to do this for a job. I probably would have had to declare bankruptcy and go get like a part-time job or 2-3 part-time jobs, you know, and give all this up. So thank you for that. All right. But some of the biggest misconceptions about this is that when I ask for help, that I go and I blow money on stuff.
You do.
And that's not the case at all. Everything that I've ever asked you guys for has gone exactly towards what I said it was going to be. So the first time around, we got to talk about this one because this one goes years back too. Phil stole fan donations that went towards a Project 7 reboot. Phil stole fan donations that went towards a Project 7 reboot. Every statement in that is false. All right? Besides maybe my name. Stole? I didn't steal anything. What they're talking about is a Patreon goal level that was hit for 1 month in the summer of like 2015. Maybe it was 2016.
And then you didn't do it.
It was as far back as 2015. Not stole. It was raised legitimately via.
And then you didn't do the goal, so you stole the money.
Fan donations, they weren't fan donations, they were Patreon contributions. That's different. That went towards a Project 7
How is it different?
Reboot. Wrong. It wasn't for a Project 7 reboot. It was for me to take some time out that month to do a Project 7 reboot trailer.
Had that ready to go. Prepare this time, bitches. Here it is. Rebirth begins 1250, which he reached multiple months, not just one. Want to relaunch my very old series, Project 7, for quite some time. However, due to timing, blah, blah, blah. Pay the bills. Yeah. Do you say anything here about a trailer? Project 7 Rebirth begins. I don't see anything in there about a trailer. And then, oh yeah, the stretch goal that he never met. But yeah, do you see anything in there about a trailer? No, it just says Project 7. Lying sack of shit.
Trailer. A trailer that was probably going to be 30 seconds long. Okay? So, for years, I've been slandered, being told that you stole money from your viewers for a Project 7 reboot, and none of that statement is true at all. What really happened was, when I used to do Patreon more heavily, because I was more heavily into YouTube videos rather than streaming, I would have these goal levels set on Patreon. And so it would be like, if we raise $200-something this month, I'll do this. If we raise $500 this month, I'll do this. If we raise $850, I'll do this. And one of the goal levels that month was I would take time away from doing gameplay. for a while, probably maybe 2-3 nights a week, to work on this Project 7 reboot trailer.
And then you still didn't, even if that's where you still didn't do it.
If I remember correctly, it was like a tier 3 goal, so we already hit 2 goals below it. So it was probably something like, I have no idea if this is actually what it was at this point, so please don't take this as a fact. I'm going to estimate it was like, the goal was from $450 to $800. So if we raised those $350 extra dollars, I would make the trailer. So essentially what you're saying is $350 raised to pay for my time that I'm not going to be making videos, to make up for those lost videos, because I raised it via Patreon. I'm going to work on a Project 7 trailer, okay? So essentially...
And you hit it multiple times.
It didn't happen. And the reason it didn't happen is because 2 reasons. Number 1, because that summer, there was a lot of other stuff going on. And people actually knew there was a very busy gaming season coming up that fall with lots of hot new releases they wanted to see me play. But during the summer, there were other games that had been coming out that people wanted to see me play and complete before the fall season.
You raised the money, and then you didn't do it. You ripped them off.
The Project 7 trailer that, from Patreon, or you would rather see me do all this other stuff. And publicly, the consensus was, do the other stuff. We don't really care about the Project 7 trailer. All right, back then I used to struggle, because every month I was struggling. I need 2-3 goals for Patreon. I would just pull shit out of my ass that sometimes people didn't really care about. And honestly, that Project 7 trailer was really
see the history.
I will be very honest with all of you. Okay.
Take a sip.
I'll be very honest.
Reset his brain.
All the people that were big adamant fans of mine back then, there was one guy who was very upset with me. One guy was so upset with me, he said, I'm not going to watch your content anymore. You told us you were making a Project 7 trailer, and you didn't do it,
you said you're doing Project 7.
I'm not going to watch you ever again.
Nothing about a trailer. He's at $4.31 a month at 101 patrons.
Man, I let people down. There was
but
someone
is there a way to see like what he's done month for month?
But outside of that, no one else cared. All right. Now, what I didn't just say, oh, here's $350 extra. Let me just pocket that. No, what I actually
did
this month on Patreon, I lowered all the Patreon goals by $350. I said, instead of having a tier 1 goal at $250, we're just going to do a special goal. Just
I can't see it.
And the next goal will be like $150. The next goal is $400. So I lowered everything by $350. Again, these are not...
Only one person, dude. Wasn't like I took a sudden dip in my fan base or anything.
Fair for the next month, people were still getting fun stuff. Now, of course, you're absolutely right. I didn't make the trailer. I 100% will tell you I didn't make the Project 7 trailer. I never made it. But
you never made anything.
My viewers at the time were telling me not to. That it was a bad goal.
No, they weren't.
I should have been doing other stuff. That's what they wanted to see me do. So I did what my viewership told me to do. And to this day, people still tell me I stole money.
You did.
I didn't do Project 7 again, even though none of that was promised. It was for a 30-second trailer. No money was stolen. And I actually gave it back kind of the next month via lowering all the goals. Now, the other thing is, all right, the other thing is that some people said, why didn't I just refund all the money? You can't. The reason being was there's no way to tell who pledged on Patreon just to see Project 7. It's not like a crowdfunded, it's not like a GoFundMe.
Yes, it is.
When you go to a Kickstarter and you want to finance a campaign, oh, I paid you $5 because I want to see you make a video game, right? That's not how it is. People give me Patreon money because just in general, some people just like the content I put out. Some people are actually directly pledging to get a perk level, a reward level. Some people want a goal to be hit. So they're all pledging for different reasons. You can't specifically say, okay, well, I had 1,000 people who pledged to my Patreon this month. Gee, I wonder how many actually pledged just to see the Project 7 reboot. How do I refund them specifically their money? You can't. It's impossible. It's just a stupid thing that kids would suggest is like, oh, so he didn't refund any money, therefore that's why he stole the money.
No banning,
you can't
Rob.
refund the money, dumbass. But that's the thing. They'll say that stupid shit just to make me look.
When I was surprised if he is,
it
would explain the whole 6 months thing that I just played for you guys.
In regards to the recent things that have happened with me raising,
and why they got to clean out the nook. He's got to sell those statues to clean out the nook so they can make it into a nursery.
Once was in the fall/late 2017 because I needed to pay a state tax payment by the end of 2017, and then I had to pay a bunch of money in 2018 for state.
Which you already admitted that you used to pay to move Cat in.
This dilemma of mine in November of 2017 on my Thanksgiving,
and you already met her, started meeting her in July.
And I announced this problem.
So you were dating her in July.
Thanksgiving Day 2017. You can go back and watch it. It's still live over on my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs. All right. Now, during 2017 was the year when early in the year I broke up with my ex, and I started talking to and then dating my now.
You broke up with her like late May, early June.
Around here, and she had to visit.
And you were already flying her in by July. You flew Cat in like a month after you broke up with Panda Lee.
I knew if I did, people would be trying to get up in our private shit. All right. But what people say to this day, Phil raised all that money for the taxes so he could secretly fly his new girlfriend across the country.
Which you did!
Now let's look at the timeline. Well, the first time the cat came to visit me was the summer of 2017. The second time she came to visit
me... So a
me
month after you broke up with the Panda.
October of 2017, because she actually helped me pick out my Halloween costume for the Halloween special that I did that year. I announced my financial dilemma about the state taxes in Thanksgiving of 2017. So obviously what Phil did is he announced it so he could raise funds, go back in time, and pay for the 2 visits beforehand. You fucking dumbasses. You
used it to pay for the
asses about this stuff. And
you flew her in even more than that. Are you kidding me?
Theories that make no fucking sense. It's such a weird conspiracy.
Yeah, they
How
both
the fuck
cheated,
do you
and
think
he's
the money that I
going after
talked about and
Jared.
raised later in the year paid for the trips that happened earlier. You fucking buffoons.
Except you probably put them on your credit card, so you could have paid for them later. You've already made it. You put everything on your credit cards.
Raised money for. Well, I said
It's like, oh hey, my credit cards are killing me. I know, beg for money.
State tax situation. I didn't know how I was going to pay the state taxes, and because of that, I was afraid the state would either put a lien on my home, or I didn't know how much it was going to be that I owed the state at that point, and I was thinking tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had no idea, and I was thinking I might have to sell my house. All right, so I actually told Kat at that point, I don't even know if we can plan our next trip. I don't know when's the next time I can see you. You know, this really sucks because obviously, at that point, we had been dating for months. I spent a lot of time with her, and it was working out.
And you were flying her in across the country. Mister, I wasn't flying an escort in. No, you're flying in Kat.
I had no clue.
You were flying someone in. That snippet of truth. It wasn't an escort. It was his girlfriend.
Our life was on hold. Now, thank God, hallelujah. You know, and I'm so grateful that you guys and gals and fans helped me out and raised enough money so that I paid off the state taxes. I was able to handle it. And because of that, Kat was able to move in with me in early 2018. But if I didn't raise the money to pay off those state taxes, I probably would have said our relationship's kind of on hold until we figure this stuff out. Oh, shit, you guys are right. Where's my wedding ring? I was in the shower and I didn't put it back on. Now I feel really bad. You guys, you know what? If you guys ever see me without my wedding ring on, you call me out on it because that's supposed to be on my fucking finger all the time. And now I feel really bad because I left it in the bathroom.
Why did you take it off to take a shower? It's not a watch. What metal would it be made out of that it would rust in the shower?
Okay. That's my fault, man. New husband, making mistakes. Sorry about that, Kat, and I feel real bad about that. But, you know, I took it off because the thing is, people ask me, you know, when do you keep your wedding ring on? The only time I take this off is when I'm in the shower. Because I'm afraid it's going to slip off my finger and go down the drain or something. But it's always with me at other times, and now I'm looking, oh, God, I didn't have it on. I actually, my heart, I was like, oh, fuck, I feel like a dick. So thank you to whoever found that and called me out on it. I got to have that on, man. All right. Jesus.
Meteorite wedding band.
Okay, all right. Continuing on here. So yeah,
Silver
it's insanity that people say that I
tarnish,
lied
but
about
not,
taxes to raise money to fly Kat out here to spend time with me. She flew out here to visit me before I ever even announced my tax problems. There's no fucking way that could have ever happened. And the timeline is there. You can see that when the video came out and when I started talking about her and everything, revealing stuff about her,
just
what doesn't make any sense what people are saying.
Metal is his ring made out of that he's going to take it off so it doesn't rust.
The latest controversy was I had this issue with my federal taxes, and I told you guys I needed help, and I did marathon streams to raise money with the federal taxes, and you guys, between you guys helping me,
I give it at least a year.
I raised enough money.
Wait for it to be set in
for this,
legally, whatever, so then she can take him for everything he has.
In the last year, and that's in process right now. Okay, that's all in process. It's happening right now. I'm actually supposed to get a notice from the IRS this month of actual physical letter, supposedly saying blah 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 whatever about it. I'm supposed to give that to my tax guy. He's already talking to the IRS, and he's going to get me on this tax plan. All right, so I qualified for it. Thank God. But now, you know, then incidentally, when all that was going on, already I had been in the works and talks with my parents to go visit them because my parents are very elderly at this point. You know, I don't say very elderly. They're not very elderly. They're in their 60s, but each of them has different health problems. My dad has problems with his back and his heart, and my mom has numerous problems with, going on over the years.
Right. Mm-hmm. We all believe you.
They're basically at the time of their lives when they don't know what's going to happen. At any day, they could take a turn for the worse, and it could be, that's it. So they want, knowing that I was living with Kat for a year and we were engaged and that, we were in love with each other, they wanted us to go out there to meet them. They wanted Kat to meet them and spend time with them and us to have almost like a couple days to ourselves away from all the stress of work or whatever. Because the thing is, I talk to my parents every single week. Every weekend I call my parents and I talk to them and I tell them all about myself.
And cry and beg them for money. Can't forget that.
They wanted to know about everything that's going on with me 100%. They laugh at all the shit that people say and do about me slanderously because they know it's all bullshit. But they paid for everything. They paid for the trip out there, they paid for the room and board. They paid for the car we had. They paid for all of the food.
Oh, wait, he's gonna lie about this.
They gave us spending money for being out there. They helped pay for all the supplies, and then of
course, he's waiting so he doesn't have to give his promise.
But it was a very small.
Why do you think he's like, yeah, 10 years from now I'll get a job, Mom? Come on, die already.
Real ceremony. No money was really spent at all on the ceremony. And literally, the only money I spent on the wedding at all was on a new belt, a pair of shoes.
He won't blow his brains out. His own gun. We all know that.
That's the suit I wore. Okay.
It'll be pills and alcohol.
Because they
If he
wanted
kills
to
himself,
recap, they
it's
wanted
pills
to get
and
married, They
alcohol.
wanted to spend time with them. They wanted all these nice things to happen before, God forbid, something happened.
He just
them,
wants to fall
and we wouldn't be
asleep
able to
and
spend
never
any
wake
kind of
up.
meaningful time with them, okay?
Take a
So-
sip, reset the brain.
All that being said, all right.
God, his tells are so
I raised funds
easy.
for these federal taxes before the trip out there, all right. And all of a sudden, Phil took all that money from the taxes and he spent it on his wedding, all right. I just want you to think how stupid this sounds. The week before,
Drinking.
I flew to Connecticut to get married and spend time with my parents. I raised money to pay for the wedding. On what fucking planet do you think that you pay for a wedding the day that it happens? I mean,
But you didn't get a hall or anything. You did it at your parents' house.
it really just gets me. Like, huh? Like, weddings are paid for months in advance. They take tons of arrangement and planning. If you're gonna get a wedding hall, or you're gonna pay for anything, everything has to be done up front, early.
But you didn't.
It's insane.
Damn it, wrong
That these people just think that, like,
You didn't get a wedding hall or a church or anything. You just showed up to your parents' house and got married. There's nothing to plan in advance. There's nothing to pay for in advance. Except for maybe the wedding dresses and the suit. Oh wait, that was a 10-year-old suit, right? So the only thing you had to pay for was maybe the wedding dress if it didn't come from your mom. Like, seriously. There was nothing to plan for. There's nothing to pay ahead of. You didn't have to do any planning. It was done in your parents' house.
Phil had a fake tax crisis and immediately spent the money to pay for his trip to Connecticut. So the plane tickets I bought the night before, apparently. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense, the things that they say, but this is what I mean. Like, so now, all the things that I've addressed, I'm just going to read them again. Are you guys ready? Threw his fiance under the bus and turned her private medical issue into a drama strain.
Which you
Didn't happen.
did.
Demanded she never go to a hospital again. Instead, that they give her a pill and leave her where they found her. Didn't happen. Lied about...
Again, let's bring that up.
for her to come to the... All you did is you gave her a pill, which you could have fucking done, and just left her somewhere. There was no reason for her to come to the emergency room whatsoever.
Wow. That easy to debunk. That yes, you did say and do that.
Money issues for a year, not stop begging for cash while flying a girl out.
Which you
to see
were.
him, didn't happen. Used tax
It was
donations to
Cat!
marry the woman with him, didn't happen. Used tax donations to marry the woman, didn't happen. Stole fan donations that went towards the Project 7 reboot, didn't happen. Refused to pay friends for the work they did, only used to make money, and you only used them to make money and make more off of dead friends until he lost them all, didn't happen. Wants to hit an 11-year-old girl, didn't happen.
Yes, it did.
Groomed 2 fangirls and used them for sex and extra money. Oh.
Cat and Panda
Didn't
Lee.
happen. But the one that I really didn't say yet. This is the one that gets me the most. Everyone's a paid shill tweet. Okay? Apparently, last year I put out a tweet.
Apparently. What do you mean, apparently? How do you remember Pro Jared making fun of you 3 years ago, but apparently I called people paid shills last year?
What happened was, I'll tell you the full story. You guys ready for this?
We know the full story.
So, Kat and I had a week where we wanted to do some fun stuff together, but we knew that we couldn't really afford to do much. All right? And what we decided to do is called a staycation, where you take some time away from your work to kind of stay at home and do stuff around the house. All right? And we had some plans.
Say, Jacob, I already had the videos
house,
loaded and been playing them.
I'm revealing this for the first time ever, was go to the Space Needle. We live in a suburb of Seattle, and we wanted to drive in to Seattle for one day and do some touristy things in Seattle and then come home. I didn't disclose any of this to any of you because I was afraid if I did.
Because you were begging them for money. You were saying, I'm broke, guys, I have no money. Then you took a trip to the Space Needle. While also eating out at expensive restaurants and doing who knows what else. God fucking damn it, stop it.
You'd have assholes trying to fuck with us. Try to show up at the Space Needle or do stupid shit. Who knows, right?
No, because you're begging, as always, that you're broke.
This was last year. This was 2018. There was a week when we had all these plans to do all these things together, and it was going to be a fun time. It was going to be a really fun time, hopefully. Or at the very least, it was going to be a time when we got to spend time together. What ended up happening was, she got sick. All right, so we ended up doing a few things, but she ended up getting sick. The whole week was a disaster. This was supposed to be our week where we spend time together and do fun, meaningful stuff as a new couple living together, you know, because at that point, we'd only lived together for a few months, I think. And it was like, wow, this is going to be
hopefully it runs out soon.
Because she was just awful sick. And here I am feeling fucking miserable. And I'm like, this sucks. We had planned this for a while. I was like, this is it. I know I can't take any more time off of work after this to do anything. So it was just a really terrible time where it's like, we're supposed to be spending time with instead. I'm sitting here with my girlfriend who's miserable as hell. And it sucked. And I was really agitated. All right. And when this happened, I was contacted by a few fans who were like, Phil, are you aware that people are playing State of Decay 2 a whole week early on Twitch? And, you know, you go to their streams and people are actually tossing them thousands of dollars on these streams for them, you know, because basically they're showing...
And mind you, he
like,
paid the special edition amount so he could play it 5 days early. He played the game early, just not as early.
It said something that was not what I was meaning to say, all right? What I wanted to say was I 100% disagree with...
It's how he talks. He always talks with that upward inflection. It's fucking annoying.
Where they put them out early for special influencers. A person gets a person gets a game a whole week early and gets to play it on Twitch exclusively. Not only are they making money to do it because it's a special sponsored stream, but now their viewers are so happy because they get to see a game early, they throw them thousands of dollars extra. All right?
And you're just mad that they weren't throwing you those thousands. Mind you, he got Fallout 4 early and free. He got Dark Souls, one of the Dark Souls games early because he changed his Xbox settings around to Japan or something. Like, he's played multiple games early and gotten games for free.
So it's a paid advertisement then. That's exactly what it is. You can't criticize the game. It's a paid advertisement. All right? Now,
how dare they advertise the game?
I hate this practice. I think it's horrible. I think it's this whole influencer idea is ruining the gaming industry because you're getting people who, number one, are spoiling the game weeks early, who, number two, are telling you a game is good or at least showing a game and, like, I'm not allowed to say anything bad, so it makes it look good. So you'll go buy the game when in reality that game is not good. State of Decay 2 was one of the worst games of last year, in my opinion. That's my opinion. It was. It was inferior to the first game. It was poorly made. It was full of bugs. It was just a piece of garbage. And it was a ripoff, but people probably ran out and bought it based on a few people who got that game early, all right, and played it on Twitch, made a ton of bank on it, for a bad game, and people ran out and bought it based on the hype that they generated, which is unfair. It's not legitimate gameplay. It's a paid advertisement. It's being a shill. It is being a shill for a company, okay?
Man, he's tripling down on this shill tweet.
Later on last year, I was able to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey as a sponsored stream on Twitch. Here's the difference.
Yeah, what was Extinction last year? He got a dev code.
I was able to be fair with the game. I was told you can criticize
which means you get to play it early
when you're playing it. You can give your opinions on it. You can be honest about what you're experiencing in game. And I was. I didn't pull any punches when I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I told you the honest truth. The game is too much of a grind. There's too much.
No, you did that before and after the sponsored stream. But as soon as you did the sponsored stream, wow, this is the greatest game I've ever played. And there was no snorts. Mister, I can't control my snorting. Does a sponsor stream? No snorts.
Makes thousands of dollars from their viewers, plus thousands of dollars from a fucking game publisher / marketer. I completely disagree with that practice. It's dishonest and it's
unless they do it to you. If they gave you that money and free game and all that, you'd be full support of it.
They wouldn't even play just because they got to see.
Shit, I got half an hour to go on this video.
You're allowed to criticize it. So basically, all you think is that the game is good. All right.
Yeah.
So,
why did I agree to come back into work for 4 hours?
Completely wrong. The tweet that I put out said something like, everyone who's playing State of Decay 2 early right now is a paid shill, and you shouldn't support their content. You should wait for people who are going to play it legit when it comes out on Friday. By saying it that way, not only did I insult a whole group of people who I didn't mean to criticize, game journalists who had been playing it early to legitimately put out game reviews later in the week, but I also made myself look like a tremendous ass because I didn't elaborate on the topic, and everyone legitimately destroyed me during this week when I was supposed to be off from doing anything game related because I was pissed off at a situation at home. I made a stupid tweet. And you know what? I'll 100% fess up to it. 100%. That's on me. I fucked up. That was a mistake that I made for sure. Out of all the things that we just listed, that actually happened. I fucked up. I made a bad tweet. It was dumb, and I apologize for it, and I hopefully won't do stupid shit like that again because it was just so dumb. It was a completely misworded tweet that had nothing to do with the actual idea that I was trying to portray. Okay?
You were calling everyone shills.
This special, all right? I want to end with the hot topic. The topic that the tweet itself that went viral and all the big content creators are talking about. The tweet where basically, it's my incident. All right? It's my incident. Where in 2016, I accidentally showed something on stream I didn't mean to show. All right? And for the first time ever, I can disclose to you what really happened behind the scenes. And why it happened.
Behind the scenes, dude.
I mean, I'm a complete bonehead for doing it. I've already fessed up to doing it a million times. The bottom line was at that point in my relationship with my ex, things were not going well. Things were starting to fall apart at the seams. There was a lot of behind the scenes.
You were already cheating on her with Kat.
At all. It was to the point where like we were living together as roommates, but there was no love there anymore. It was kind of just like we're going through the motions to say that we're together, but
you were going through the motions, dude.
That was anything fun or interesting together, and really a lot of things that we'd love to do weren't fun anymore. You know what I mean?
It wasn't fun scamming people for money anymore, dude.
Words. What words did I use? Uh-oh, did I say something stupid? What did I say? Before I continue, let's see what people say here. What? What is going on? Oh, it's something I said. People put the chat into emotes only mode. Oh, I thought that I had said something bad, and people were saying, watch your words, use your words. I was like, oh shit, okay. I thought I said something like horrible. Chat was in emotes only mode. Okay. Thank you, guys. Whew, that was close. I thought I'd made a big mistake. I was like, oh great.
Another
All right,
mistake.
So, at that point in my relationship, it was like around mid-2016, things were not going well, all right? So, I was depressed. I'll be honest, I've told you guys before publicly about my depression, that I suffered from depression. I was depressed, and it was a time...
I jerked off because I was depressed
whatsoever,
on live
I was an
stream.
idiot. I was a complete idiot, and I did something really stupid behind the scenes I shouldn't have done. Why the hell, of all the time, not to say that there's anything wrong with someone doing that in their own private space, why the fuck was I doing it when a pre-stream...
I figure out what you
right,
mean,
when I had
Crusader,
a
you're
fucking
good.
Things running here at the beginning of the stream. It's stupid as fuck. All right, it was one of the dumbest. I had to be the dumbest thing I've ever done. I mean, seriously, the dumbest thing I've ever fucking done. It had to have been.
I'm pretty sure I covered the tweet.
All right.
I've been covering a lot of his
That being
stuff.
said,
Trying to, anyways.
the things that people say about it to this day are wrong. Now, this happened, first of all, three years ago. It was early May of 2016. People still
It
say
was
like
May
last year,
3rd.
the year before. 3 years ago.
It
3
was
years
May
ago,
3rd.
People still bring it up like it was yesterday. They always will. I'll be 90 years old and they'll say, "Oh, remember that?" I know. They're never gonna live it down. What are you gonna do? But the things that they say about it.
Oh, was the camera on the whole time?
That first of all, Phil planned it.
Spanking the monkey?
What? Phil planned it. Phil intentionally did that. On what world do you think that there would be any benefit from me planning out something like that?
You went virally popular, just
you know
saying.
What I mean? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What benefit would there have been to me planning out and doing something like that intentionally? I mean, think about the insane risk involved. I could have lost my livelihood. I could have lost my ability to stream on Twitch and YouTube and make YouTube videos. I could have lost. Why would I have planned something like this? I don't understand. At all, how anyone could say that. All right, no, it was a complete legitimate accident. That's number one. Number two, some people say, oh, well, you know, Phil did it. He masturbated in front of thousands of children. What? First of all, when do I have thousands of children on my stream ever? Never. When do I have thousands of people?
When you have drama.
What the fuck are you talking about? This happened during a pre-stream.
Everyone talked about it.
That I run before I
Actually, I think that's what Pro Jared was making fun of.
Within the first, 15 minutes before I started talking, the mic was muted. There wasn't showing the screen of gameplay. It wasn't supposed to be showing me on the screen. Duh. That's why it was an accident. Essentially, if I remember correctly, it was probably about 70 people top. 70.
Fatality.
People weren't paying attention to the stream because they were just chatting amongst themselves in the stream chat because it was just playing this PS4 dashboard music.
And they just see you jerking it.
So how on earth?
He was really jacking it. Man, he was whacking it.
Where did that come from? It was 70 people who were.
God, I can't remember the name of the
probably two of them
song.
accidentally looked up at their screen and said, "What the fuck is that?" And then they're like,
What the fuck is that? He's jacking it again.
You know what I mean? That just doesn't make any sense. Some people claim that like I'm an exhibitionist and it's something that I always used to do behind the scenes, and it's just nuts. It's just fucking nuts the things that people say. But in reality, I was in a bad time in my life. I was depressed, and I was not having a good relationship with the person who I was with at the time. We didn't really see any way out of the situation we were in, and it was painful. And I had a really dumb moment of fucking weakness, and an accident happened. The camera was on, but the mic was muted.
What? The camera was on the whole time?
From here up.
God, I still love that.
That was it. It was very embarrassing, but there was not thousands of children watching. It was about 70 people who even had the stream on at the time. But the thing is,
70 children watching.
Everything that I do, hoping for that moment. They're hoping for that moment of weakness. They're hoping for that thing that can twist or turn into something bad. So oh my God, we got our. Of
course not,
right?
Fire.
I've been recording everything Phil's done for the past 7 years.
T-pose.
Where now I can turn this into an internet meme, and it did. That's exactly what happened. It turned into an internet meme, exploded, and for the past 3 years, I never lived it down. I doubt I ever will. But no, Phil did not masturbate. In front of thousands of children, okay? This is not...
God, I've already worked... I had to work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then they want me to come back and work 7 to 11.
Say that kind of stuff.
I gotta be back in tomorrow at 9.
All right?
This is gonna suck.
That's about what I have. And I've now been going on for about 90 minutes. Like I said, there are many, many other things that have been said about me over the years. And the truth is that, like I said, a lot of them back in the day when it used to be about gameplay or whatever would be based off of a snippet of truth here or there. But the things I've just talked about are the major things that people always say, and they're all false. They're literally, every one of them is a lie. And if one of these is the reasons why you don't like Darkside Phil, you have been basing your negativity towards me on lies.
1 second.
So people could get attention and clickbait for their videos and clickbait for their streams, and none of it was ever true or based on reality, and you fell for it.
Type in DSP and GIF.
And it sucks because it's one thing. It was just going to be a...
Hey, there it is.
But a lot of people don't realize this. I've been around since 2008. I've been making videos since before most major content creators.
This is what he's known for. He is still the laughingstock of the internet. He will always be the laughingstock.
Which is why, when something happens like what just happened with who on Twitter and everything.
Pro Jared.
To see me kind of get my comeuppance on someone was like, oh my God, this guy, like, he lasted that long and he comes back out of nowhere, right? So that's the deal. Now, some people want me to field questions from the stream chat. The bottom line is this: I could do that. And first of all, I'm not going to be here all night.
Well, he got it all over his
I wanna
hands, and
focus
then
you
he
guys
didn't
off
wash
on
his
this. I'm not
hands,
gonna
which
talk
is
anymore
gross.
about my ex, and I'm not talking about Cat. I can't. This is stuff that's personal shit, and it's not mine to talk about when it comes.
But
to that
you
kind of
just
shit.
talked
The
about
bottom line is
Panda Lee
this has
earlier.
nothing to do with me anyway. Like they're pulling up personal shit about my wife from years and years ago that has nothing to do with anything present, and it's fucked up that people would.
Oh,
even
that
care to look
her
up
mom
and
thought
or
her
talk
or her
about it on
sister
my
was
content. It has
possessed.
nothing to do with us right now.
Or that she got kicked out of Subaru Man's place because he found out that she was cheating on
what I
him
will
with
do,
you.
I apologize, guys, because there's absolutely no way that I'm going to read all these shout-outs, but I am going to just say in general, thank you to the following people, okay? Get ready, because this is going to be a lot of people. An anonymous gifter who gifted us up the soda pop in, the lightning god, Hodor Targ, Slant, an anonymous gifter, another anonymous gifter, J Salt for a $10 tip, Airman T, Freddie B. Mackin for the cheer, Knox for the $1 tip, Ponage 101 for the $7 tip. We smooch our homies here for a $5.50 tip. King of Golf HD who gifted a sub. Pro Jared apparently tipped me $5.
Exactly,
yeah,
similarly.
Right. Jim apparently tipped me $5. Eternal Napalm had done a 50-bit cheer. Tokido Bison had done a 95-bit cheer. Murazaf had subscribed to the channel. It's Worf has resubscribed for 6 months. Tokido Bison had cheered again. Big Boy Abides cheered. And then I tipped myself $5 tonight, apparently. Pretty impressive that I could do that. All right, here's a legit question. Someone tipped me $1 and asked, did I get Almighty Tevin kicked off of Twitch TV? No. I wholeheartedly will 100% tell you to your face, look into the camera as I say it as well, in case someone says, oh, Phil was looking into the camera. I didn't get Tevin banned from Twitch. I had nothing to do with it at all. Zero. I didn't even know about it until after the fact. People came into my chat and told me. What happened is he pissed off people. Like, when you do stuff that not only negatively affects
The only person he pissed off was you.
And you gotta understand
you
that,
got him, TXT, and Bill Purnell
and
banned
he's the kind of
from
guy that thinks
Twitch.
everything's fair game and he can bring up
No
shit
one
about,
else did.
You know, my relatives and
It was
shit about
all
other
you.
people, like my moderators and my viewers, and he thinks that it's all funny and it's not.
I like how he's like, oh yeah, maybe it was my parents. It could have been my parents that got him banned. Really? Your parents don't have a connection at Twitch.
And they got him shit.
You have the
All right?
connection
I
at
had
Twitch,
nothing
you
to do with
piece
it
of
at all.
shit.
I don't know if that's really the case. That's my speculation, but I have no truth about any of this.
Exactly,
okay?
DMG.
Okay. Tokido Bison had cheered again. He said, was it Tevin's fault? I don't know. I'm assuming it was something he did. It wasn't me though. So okay. Someone just tried to do a Endgame spoiler, Avengers Endgame spoiler. I didn't read it, thank God. So, but the thing is, Avengers Endgame already was officially said. The producer said spoilers are not allowed on the internet because the movie's been out for 2 weeks. So even if I had read that, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Third Eye of the Third tipped me $5. Uzi did a 50-bit cheer.
Wait,
and
Third Eye of the Third is back? Thought he got banned a while ago, like permanently, because he made all those Tevin detractor memes in the new outlay for him. Weird.
And Swantilly tipped me $1. He says, did you know that there's people on YouTube who know how much money you make on cheers and tips? That's crazy. Well, here's what they think they know. They think they know, but what they don't understand is that there's processing fees for everything. So even though you see a certain amount...
Subs are $5, he gets $2.50. The bits, he gets 90%. The tips through PayPal takes out 30 cents and then 3%. So if you give out a $10 tip, they take out 3%, which would be 30 cents. So they take out 60 cents. If you tip $1, they take out 33 cents, which would be, so he'd get to keep 67 cents of it. We know this. And again, the click per million on YouTube right now is 2,000 to 5,000 per million views. But he's admitted multiple times that Machinima way overpaid him. Way overpaid him. So there's not a chance in hell he's only getting 2,000 when he was with Machinima. He was getting at least 5 to 10,000 when teamed with Machinima for all those years, and he's getting millions of views every month. And even in his later decline, when he's only getting 1 million views a month, fine, he only got 2,000 at a low payment, low bare minimum with Curse. He's still getting $2,000 a month off of YouTube, plus the $2.50 per sub, not counting tier 2 and tier 3 where he gets more from. Patreon was over $1,000 for years before it finally dipped down and all that. So we know how much he makes. We know. Only thing we don't know is how much his parents are giving him behind the scenes, and how much other people are giving him behind the scenes. Everything else we know.
Cheers coming in or a certain amount of tips coming in, that's not actually what I make. That's just the face value of what you see. And also there's always things that go on behind the scenes. You know,
yeah, he probably paid to get back in.
So, you know, I'm sure there's people who literally will sit there with a calculator because they got nothing to do all day and go, you know, that's how they are, right? Let's see. Mark.
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Would you like to
worked 8.5 hours, 6 a.m. to 2:30. Supposed to go home at 2, but the person who relieved me forgot he worked today. So I had to call him like, hey, asshole, get here. And then I just got called while during this from work, like, hey, can you come back for 7-Eleven?
On a video. That never happened. What happened was there was a picture of my ex-girlfriend. It wasn't a picture. It was a thumbnail of a picture, I think. Now, by the way, this is from, like, again, this is, 2012, 2013, something like that, 100 years ago. And there was a little thumbnail somewhere on my desktop.
Someone might have that
No, it was in a
picture.
folder. And I had been recording a video doing something else, and apparently the thumbnail popped up. It wasn't a nude at all. It wasn't a nude at all. There's nothing nude whatsoever in the picture. It was a thumbnail, and it was not a nude. But
It was
like,
her doing the
like
hand
this,
bra
so people
thing.
assumed that it was a nude.
So there was no nudity.
It wasn't a nude. If it was a nude, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I would have been banned from YouTube, stupid. Anonymous Trader, 11-bit cheer, thank you.
God damn, I have like a
Thank you, Baseball, for 50-bit
probably
cheer.
literally
Thank you
1,000
so much. I don't
pictures
care.
of all the
Cross
tweets,
cheer.
fan art, screen
I'm not gonna talk about more about
captures.
Kevin and Tevin using viewbots. No, I'm not going to do that. Blue for 2188 subscribed for 18 months. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Oh, I don't know anything about that, Madara's God. He's saying something about Bad Bunny being a banned term. Nope. The other thing is Tevin is not a banned term. People keep saying that I make these words, like words that people get banned for in the stream chat. I don't do that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. People just make shit up. They make shit.
Nope, tags
out
is
of
banned.
words.
That's what got me banned.
It's not me. I don't even know what the fuck people are talking about half the time. I don't.
He has a lot of words banned, like taxes.
There you go. Big Boy Abides Cheer, he said, I had a line on Twitter. It was funny because someone had tweeted in response to my tweets on Twitter this week. And they said, Phil's wrong a lot, but he's probably right 2 out of 5 times. And when he's right those 2 out of 5 times, he's actually like dead on right about stuff. And this is one of the times that he's right. And I responded, damn, being right 2 out of 5 times is probably better than most world leaders. It's true.
God damn
So,
it, where the fuck is it?
Let's see. Hodor Tar cheered. He says, it's 5:50 a.m. here. I'm hitting Bombay Gin, watching your stream with a great combo. Relax a bit. You don't have to be so worried. I'm saying, here's the thing. I'm not worried. I felt doing this special would actually be able to clear the air with a lot of people or at least give you the honest answers about things that have been said about me for 7 years. And now, honestly, I feel better. I do. Like, those misconceptions, you can still believe them if you want. But now you've got the true story of everything that was going on.
Because one of my other Twitter accounts got banned because I went through and posted the picture over and over and over on his Twitter. Like, every single Twitter post he ever made, I posted a picture on.
That's also
'cause it amused me.
That's not true at all. And I'm not
Easily
going to go into
amused.
massive detail about it because it's been beaten to death with like a dead horse. Two-Bar King did a 100-bit cheer, thank you. And Blue for 2188 also did a 500-bit cheer. So thank you very much for that.
Where the hell is it?
Golden Cole says, Twitter trolls always say you're an alcoholic. Address that and debunk. No, I'm not an alcoholic. Back in the day.
You used to get drunk until 3 o'clock in the morning.
As I've admitted to you guys, I used to drink way too much. I don't do that anymore. I had to do it for my health. Like, for my health, I had to stop doing that kind of unhealthy shit.
God, I can't find it. It's gonna annoy me now.
So I couldn't do that stuff. I couldn't. Because if I had done that stuff, I would have had horrendous health problems. So yeah,
That's why I had to lose weight, dude. He had to lose weight so he could fit his suit.
Drink. This week I had 2 drinks. Yeah, this week I had 2 drinks. Oh my God!
How the hell are they not gonna pay you?
This week I think one of them was a rum and coke, and one of them was a vodka and grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice. And I'll have, I never drink alone. I'm with Kat. If I drink, we usually have
Do it, Rob. Kick their
watch
ass.
something together, or we're doing something together. That's the truth. Now, I'll be honest. Back in the day, when I used to be just a YouTuber, I wasn't live streaming and stuff. I drank too much all the time. I was like way crazy drinking. You guys know. You saw the videos from back then. I'd be drinking all fucking night, playing video games, destroying entire towns in Fallout 3, and doing stupid shit. Right? You heard the slur in my voice. You know how drunk I was. Back in those original YouTube days. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Then someone asked me, can you debunk being drunk? Yeah, there you go. Hydrocarbon asked, have you ever been recognized in person? Only a few times, since I lived out here a few times. When I lived in Connecticut, it was more often, but...
Yeah, and he doesn't show any evidence.
Which is very nice. Anyone who ever recognized me has always been very gracious and nice to me, and that's a good thing, so...
12 minutes to go.
Oh, did you guys hear that? That was my neck.
And I got about 20 minutes to go before I have to leave for work again.
All right, at this point, I guess that's it, and it's hilarious because, the trolls are so angry. The people who have really gone out of their way to make my life a living hell the last 7 years are so angry right now because I am having some positivity thrown at me on the internet because of the tweets that I made in the past couple of days. And they hate that. Oh my God, anyone would see Phil in a positive light is like the worst possible thing, okay? They're so angry. So it's funny, I'm making this special tonight to clear the air about a lot of things. And they're saying in the stream chat right now, okay, and saying, you didn't prove anything tonight. Where's the concrete evidence? What evidence do you want? My ex's birthday was public knowledge. You could have looked it up anywhere and known.
I tried to look it up and I still can't find it.
It's always been public knowledge. I've told you about the behind-the-scenes stuff years ago. The thing is people don't believe me, so they make up their own shit. It's like there's never... in what situations do you take pictures of every possible thing that happened? Do you write... Like I said, Project 7, we didn't have any contracts in place. There's no way you can prove or disprove any of it. So you can literally make shit up. And how do I disprove? Like, for example, right now someone could say something ludicrous, like Phil raped someone 3 months ago. And if it was a day that I was off from streaming, how could I prove that I didn't do it? I couldn't, right? All I could say is, no, I didn't do it. But how do you expect me to fucking prove the opposite? I can't. You have to be logical humans and realize for yourself.
Gotta be logical humans.
Intelligence and maturity in your heads to realize that if all this shit has been said about Phil all these years, yet Phil's still here, he's still on YouTube, he's still on Twitch, he's never been, you know, banned or anything from any of these places, and he's not arrested for shit, and, you know, he's got a loving wife. Why would any of these things have happened?
Loving wife, my ass.
And the bottom line is they're not. It's people making shit up to get clickbait on their own shit, and you fell for it. If you believe any of that shit, you are gullible. You fell for something with no evidence, pure speculation, because there couldn't have been evidence of something that's not
still
true.
Can't
and
find.
You're bought in hook, line, and sinker, and you're the one who created the problem with these people who literally just say whatever they want, and you will, you know, you're.
Like, I still can't find her birthday. Damn it!
I don't know what else to say, man. Like, what, you know?
And he's been banned multiple times. He just gets lucky. That pig roach luck.
All the things we talked about tonight, there was never a lick of actual concrete evidence for any of it. Yet people talk about these things as if they are the God's honest truth about me, that they've been proven time and time again to be true. And like I said, this actual picture I'm bringing up is an actual fucking picture I screen grabbed off of Twitter. All right, you can't see it because you're trying to catch my phone. It's an actual screen. This is what people are passing around Twitter right now, responding to people saying nice things about me on Twitter. Well, here's all the negative things about Phil.
She was 20 in 2014.
But this is what they do. And oh, well, this is facts about Phil. Oh my God, I can't believe it. No, none of that's true at all. But they pass it around as if it is.
She was 18.
So
this says September 12th.
What defense do you have besides just coming out and saying no, this is not correct? Okay.
So she was.
All right. Well, anyway, final shout out.
2014 September 12th.
Electrum guy cheered. Spawn killer.
That's not her birthday though. That's just a pose that she made, bitch about how she's 20.
Lol cow, tip me $1. This doesn't even make sense. Lol cow, tip me $1. Can you clear up how people said you scammed your fans by not playing Super Mario Sunshine? I did play Super Mario Sunshine. Debunked.
Yeah, after over a year.
Find it on my YouTube channel right now. There you go. Samson also tipped me $1. Yeah, I did hear that a former WCW wrestler.
I said we already showed the video.
K Styles resale for 30 months.
Fuck it, let's show that video again.
Slapped in real fucking life. They of a kid who I would have from that annoying fucking bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they talked to me like that.
You know,
if I'm gonna play
as G Money would say.
Probably not. Let's see here.
Take a sip.
Don't give subs. Did 100 cheers. What were your views on spoilers on Twitter right after the movie comes out? I don't know what you're talking about. And it's the guy tipped me $1 said I'm watching your Twitch. Real talk. It's the guy on his Twitter. All right. Madara is God. Can you clear up for trolls who think you're abusing your mods because of swag and spreading lies? Madara is God. Wouldn't you be the person to clear that up? You're one of my mods. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. That whole situation, everyone knows the truth about the situation, is that Swaggins went nuts when he told me something incorrect during my Resident Evil 2 playthrough. It was blatantly worded incorrectly in the stream chat, and he tried to defend himself staunchly when in reality everyone watching the stream I was watching as I read it word for word, and it made no sense what he said. I did what he said, didn't work, he had worded it wrong, and he was so angry that I would call him out.
You read it wrong.
Against me ever since then, and the whole time I played Sekiro, he was on my ass ragging me, saying that I sucked at the game, and how dare I criticize.
Because you did suck at the game.
And yada yada yada, to the point where he got angry and he left, and that's all it was. He had a bug up his ass because he got called out on stream for doing something wrong. Blatantly, it was black and white. He had done something wrong, and he didn't like that. He felt that over the years that he had been a moderator, and the fact that he had supported me financially, that I guess I should have given him a pass or whatever, and I guess he wanted some kind of special treatment because of it, and he was very upset about it, and he decided to leave. There was literally nothing on my end. I had no problems with the guy. I never had anything wrong to say about him. He left of his own accord. He told me to demod him. It was all on his side. Every negative thing is on his side, not mine. And
it was all him. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
Let bygones be bygones, but I heard that he's gone off and just talked endless shit about me on all the wrong places, as you know, which is what people do when they feel.
He'll never be able to escape it, no matter how many times he cries and begs.
From the other side, right? It's exactly what they always fucking do. So it is what it is. Who cares?
Of course he's wrong. He wasn't praising him. It makes him wrong.
Any statements on former mods?
Seriously, I'll be out here soon too because I gotta go back to work.
John Soros Rex used to be a mod and just basically couldn't mod anymore, so we demodded him. K Gallion was the person who I mentioned in this video who was upset that I didn't make the Project 7 trailer. That's it. He was upset I didn't make the Project 7 trailer and he said I'm not gonna watch your stuff anymore.
Said you never said trailer. You said you're gonna bring back Project 7. Go
all right.
left.
Well, guys, I think I've talked long enough. I've had enough. I got it off my chest. I do feel better. I hope that this cleared up a lot of misconceptions for a lot of people that they've had for over the years. You've got your answers. Again,
yes, he does. Game views.
Believe me or not. And I know there's many people who won't, and there's many people who will.
Yeah, I'm going back to work. I already worked 8.5 hours.
As much as you say, well,
but hey, 4 hours of OT.
Guess what? There's no evidence of any of the shit that
obtain that grain, people. Obtain that grain.
It's not true. They will never show you a concrete lick of evidence because they can't, because it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? If they did, they would show it.
Speaking of
if definitively I'd done
obtaining that grain, go down to the description box. Check out my books. The cheapest ones are 99 cents for the digital edition. Most expensive for the digital ones, I think, is $3.99 or $4.99. One of those, but yeah, my digital copies are not that expensive. Read them, review them. The way Amazon works is if a book has 50 plus reviews and averages 3.5 stars or more, it moves it up in their algorithm. It's like, oh, you had 12 reviews on this book. Yeah, bottom of page 4. Oh, it has 57 reviews and averages 4.1 stars. Top of page 2. So yeah, if you guys please want to support me, don't worry about Streamlabs or Patreon. Obviously, if you want to give money there too, I'm going to take it, obviously, because money. But check out my books if you want. Read them, review them, please, please, please.
I would have been
Shill.
banned from Twitch, banned from Twitter, banned from the internet, banned from the earth, banned from the Milky Way.
Although people say if you
shot
shill
across,
your stuff, it's not really
the plane of
shilling.
existence, and had all my molecules ripped apart at the seams, because how could someone
Oh,
so
yeah.
even be allowed to exist in this place?
Way more money.
See what I mean? But none of that ever happened because it's all bullshit on my behalf and my expense, so they can get clickbait. And you fell for it if you believed any of that.
So you're
stuff.
gonna have
It sucks if
4.5
you didn't,
hours
I
of
can't blame you for it, especially now
overtime.
that there's so much stuff that goes on negative about me in the last 7 years that people just believe it is fact. But the bottom line is none of it is
Nice.
true. A lot of it's based on snippets of fact or things here or there, but none of it is true, and no one will ever show you evidence otherwise because it ain't true.
Based on snippets of facts,
Blue for 2188,
but none of it's true. A fact means it's true. Yeah, they use it because there's a snippet of truth. Or a snippet of facts this time, he says. That means it's true.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. That's the biggest tip I know we had tonight. Excuse me. And an anonymous cheerer also did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Yusuke says, debunk the rumor of me making $20,000 a month. even at the height of my YouTube popularity, which was the year of 2012, all right? It was actually the second half of 2011, and actually the first 3 months, or the first 3 quarters of 2012. That was the height. I mean, most views coming in and everything. I didn't make $20,000 a month. Never. Never in my YouTube career have I made $20,000 a month. Insane.
I'll let him keep
This is stupid
talking.
Shit. People talking out of their asses. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Again, that's when he was with Machinima, and he already said Machinima
Alright, guys.
way overpaid him.
So that is it. That is it. Thank you guys. Just remember, Scrupula just made a very good point. Says no evidence at all ever needs to be shown because you don't prove your innocence. You have to prove that someone's guilty, and that's right. In the American court system, you may not live in the United States, but in the American court system, you are innocent until proven guilty. The things people say about me,
And we've proven you
most of them are not true.
guilty.
All the things that we talked about today.
I already
number one,
played the
absolutely, I made
videos.
Bad jokes about Nazis back in the day, and I wholeheartedly apologize. I will never do that again. Yes, I had an accident on stream. It was really stupid. That will never happen again.
Oh,
And
can I go
yes,
back
I
farther
made a
than
bad
July
tweet last
6th
year
of
that was worded incorrectly
2016?
about shills, people being shills for playing State of Decay 2, and I'm working actively to not do stupid shit like that on Twitter ever again. But outside of those 3 things we just talked about, none of the other shit that's said about me has been true. And that's what I mean. So there's 3 times Phil had really bad things he did. Let's turn that into, use that as justification that everything else was true, even though there's no evidence of it because we made it all up. So there you go. Okay. DeWhopper says, can you debunk Sekiro being the greatest game ever? If you watch my playthrough, you've already seen that one be debunked. All right. That is it, guys.
God, I
Thank you
can't go back
for
any
watching.
farther
If
than
you watched
that. Are
my
you
live stream,
kidding
watch this on
me?
YouTube. I hope that it served the purpose. Thanks to everyone who was supportive tonight. And now we get back to normal business because now I feel good. I got this off my chest and out of my system.
But yeah, he was making probably 4 to 5 million views a month under Machinima. And according to him, he was way overpaid by Machinima. So let's say, even at a low estimate of 5,000 a month, or 5,000 per million views, if he got 4 million views, that's $20,000. And that's not counting Patreon. That's not counting Teespring. That's not counting his parents giving him money behind the scenes. God. So yes, $20,000 a month is not that far a stretch. When he himself said that Machinima way overpaid him. And of course, some months he got more than 4 million views. When he had like a couple videos take off and got 7 or 8 million views. So he was making over $20,000 a month some months when he was under Machinima. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, GTG's video is going to be amazing. I'll take 20 grand a month. I'll take an extra 20 grand a year on top of what I already make. Why not? But 20 grand a month? And to what? Play video games that have Machinima way overpay you? Hells yeah. God, I can't believe it. Again, we have the videos. We have the pictures. We have him threatening to smack an 11-year-old.
Now I'm away from that annoying fucking bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they talked to me like that.
Oh. We have him.
Is you gave her a pill, which you could have fucking done, and just left her somewhere. There was no reason for her to come to...
Just leave her on the side of the road, dude. Leave her on the side of the road. And of course, it was just a trailer, guys. It was just a trailer. Let's see. Project 7 Rebirth begins. I don't see anything on here about a trailer. So yeah, complete and total BS. He lied. I was making 140 bucks every 2 months when I was monetized before YouTube demonetized me. I'll take 140 bucks every 2 months. Anything. It's extra. 100. Actually, the 2 times I got paid covered my electric bill. My 2 most expensive electric bills for the year were covered by YouTube. Like, hells yeah, and then I got demonetized. So yes, guys, if you want to support me, check out the description box. I got my books, Streamlabs, Patreon, whatever. But yeah, I gotta get ready for work again. I don't want to work 4 hours of overtime. So remember, overtime, more money. Oh, he'd wish he'd had that many. And he's terrible at lying. But anyways, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for watching. Crusader, Kato, Fire, Daryl. Oh, God, who else showed up? Spud. Of course, Gain Views. Arizona was there earlier, so was Rob Allen. Dante Crisis, DMG. Samuli. Of course, he had to go to work or whatever, but hey, that's fine. Jacob. Yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're entertained by this, but I gotta go to work. And again, shill time. Check out my books. Shill. Terrible. Why you always lying? Terrible. And, like I said, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day. Oh, wrong button. We're doing it live.